All right. Looks like YouTube is doing its thing.
Look, there's all of our adorable faces.
Twitch is doing its thing. Looks like we are good to go.
Why is this?
Let's refresh this and make sure that that's actually working. So much technology and so little brain.
Okay.
Is Nissa leveling or is she level 4?
She should be level 5. I want to keep everybody even because it makes life easier on me. I need to sit up more, adjust my seat or something. I think my chair might be as high as my chair goes. Oh, there we go. Way better.
Are we live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube and on Twitch. Not a whole lot of people watching yet, but it'll get there. All right, who's going to recap last week?
I think I've done the last 2 weeks. It's somebody else's turn.
We fought the monster from hell last week.
You guys did fight a lot last week.
All of our campaigns are bleeding together for me. The last thing I remember from this is we're approaching the hurricane. We killed everybody on the ship. We got a bunch of loot. We got a bunch of new like enchantments and artifacts. Oh, we did a fight. We fought things. We killed things. We won.
That's a hell of a recap. Some shit happened. It was awesome.
And we came out victorious.
We fought things. We fought the lizard thing from the depths of the ocean. He sucked a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. With the weird mouth.
Yeah, that guy and the hook arm hand things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got some of those. That's right. I'm making like a cloak for Chrome. Coming back slowly.
Can Ginger, your mic or your camera's gone on my end. Brandon,
You just have to refresh the page usually.
Brandon said, "Hey guys, just want you to know that this has 100% made me want to get into D&D. I'm incredibly invested in this campaign. Chris seems like an amazing DM. Thank you. I'm so worried that this is not going to go well. There has been
This is a fantastic DM.
Legit anxiety over a lot of this shit.
We're having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
Trying to hold off until her camera's back up because she's kind of important for the game tonight. Ginger, is your mic working? Technical difficulties, as always.
Brings back memories. I miss the technical difficulties.
I don't at all. It's one of the things that I hate the most about all of this is the tech. I don't know what's going on with her end of stuff over there. Carrie said she can't hear anyone either. I will be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna smoke.
I'm making my Chinese food.
Oh, we heard a sound from Ginger.
Chinese food sounds fantastic.
I want some of those barbecue chicken skewers.
Ooh, yeah.
That sounds good.
We hear me now.
Yes.
Very faint.
Perfect. Give me a second and I can figure it out better.
Oh, dang it.
Is that better?
Yes.
Perfect. Can you see me now or no?
No.
What? I tried to refresh it and it came back to the join with camera page.
Yeah, that's fine. It should automatically update his feed whenever you come back in.
It drops sometimes.
If it doesn't, I'll send him a new link.
I'm so excited. Tom is so jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, I play World of Warcraft, so meh, meh, meh.
Oh, does he know that he supports a gaming company that absolutely despises him?
I have no idea. I don't know. He's currently out with our friends getting ready to watch the Tennessee game. So
Saying something for Carrie to hear.
Oh, Carrie.
All
we
right,
can hear
still a no.
Okay.
My
Your camera came back up, but it's black. And we lost
Okay.
Kira. Um,
I definitely went to coconuts. Like you need like Jeopardy music.
Yeah. Some type of background.
Peaches, just pull that saxophone out of your back pocket. Have a little impromptu concert.
There they are.
Careless whisper or something.
I'm out there trying to troubleshoot shit. I didn't fucking add her to the chat.
That's
It's
funny.
not. It's dumb. It's now we lost Azula too. Motherfucker.
Hold up, I got this.
She's here. She's got it.
You
There
can
she
hear her
is.
now. Oh,
That's
Bam.
fun.
yay, Carrie!
okay, we have all 5 cameras. Do we have all 5 voices?
Yes.
I don't know if you'll have to update her link, Chris.
Is that Ginger's new camera?
Yeah.
And we got her voice shower too, I think.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. I'm doing the best we can.
It is a complicated thing to live stream all these people.
It is. We're doing it though.
From different states
All right.
and countries.
I need
No.
to pop into this one and make sure. Okay, everything's working. Dope. All right. So, you guys weathered combat, destroyed this weird monster creature thing. I'm getting a hell of an echo. Something is open that shouldn't be on my. Hang on, guys. Why am I getting echo? Can you guys hear me? Is there an echo on your end?
No?
I can hear you. I have no echo.
Okay, well, it just stopped. So whatever it was, it stopped.
Do you have YouTube open?
I do, but it's muted. Twitch is muted. I just went through all of those. All right, whatever. I'm not hearing the echo now, so I don't care. You guys fought all of those things, ended up winning, got your long rest. When you guys wake up the next morning, the little person that you found in the prison cell that you rescued starts to show signs of life.
Where am I located right now?
You guys are all on the ship
Yeah,
right now.
what
You're in
was-
your quarters.
Is anybody still watching her?
Zach is.
I'm gonna sit up super quick and be like, I feel a disturbance. A new life force has awoken.
The sleeper has awakened.
I'm gonna like scoop up Poppy and run to Crom and be like, look, I'm running, right? And we show up. Rome. I brought the baby. I can't remember. I'm excited.
Gnome for a gnome.
Yes. But I'm safe. See, I've protected this one. This perfectly preserved, healthy fur child.
Can I make
Trust
a
me.
perception check?
Trusts me with the gnome.
What are you making
gonna
a
make a
perception
percep-
check for?
I want to see if Poppy is actually well preserved.
Okay,
It's well, I guess that could be investigation too, whichever one you want.
sure. Either one of those is fine.
It's 14.
to see if
Pop-
Poppy is well preserved.
Yeah, it's like, is Poppy? Do you have any like scarring or anything? Any
No, I'm good.
battle wound? Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Alice was
Not
taking
for
excellent
me.
care of me.
Okay.
Yeah, I did get a little beat up by the lizard thing.
And that was not my fault.
You see Crom kind of hesitate, but kind of step to the side.
All right. So Nissa, your character has been unconscious for more than 48 hours on this ship, and you find yourself sitting in a strange environment. You are absolutely not in the same prison cell that you were in. You don't seem to be in captivity. But as you look around, you see a very large Crom.
So Crom is this 7-foot tall like wall of muscle. He's got these very long pole arm type weapons attached to his back. He's got hair that extends to like just below his shoulders. And most prominently, right on his forehead is a very pronounced scar in the shape of like a cross or like an addition symbol almost. He kind of has like resting autism face in that like he always looks like kind of serious and stern or maybe a little bit upset. But he doesn't seem like he's not inherently like aggressive in his stance. He's just ready, if you will. And he's kind of standing at the door of the room.
Before she replies
I'm
to
gonna-
that, I need somebody to roll 2d4s.
I'm on it.
Okay, somebody
The
sent
first
super
one is a
chats.
1.
That goes to Peaches. That's advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Peach has
Thank you,
advantage
homie.
on getting advantage. What the hell?
And 4.
Oh, you know what? It's got to be it's got to be 2d6 now. Roll a d6 for the second one. Didn't think about that. There's 6 of you guys now.
Okay, rolling a d6. 3.
Okay, so that would go to Zach.
See, complain.
So you get disadvantage on something on your next roll.
I love it.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Ginger. Let's see what you got.
I'm gonna ask if I'm dead.
Am I fucking dead?
I'll,
No. I'm
I'll
gonna slap
kind
me
of-
like, no. If you were, you'd be dismembered.
Then where
I'm
am
gonna
I?
walk up
What's
and poke
happening?
her.
We found you on a ship, locked in a cell.
Alice has got a thing with kidnapping sleeping children. We thought it was a great idea.
The ship wasn't gonna last long. We didn't want to leave you on it. I mean, I guess we could have. I mean, but it didn't seem right.
Well, thanks for not letting me die.
It's really the other gnome's fault. And you'll like Crom like gestures over what he's referring to as a gnome is actually like a giant raccoon.
Oh, my darling Crom. I am still not a gnome.
So how'd you get on the ship? Not our ship, their ship. I know how you got on our ship.
Well, that's the fun game of. I apologize, everyone. I did not memorize my backstory as much as I should have. Oh, I tried to steal something off of the ship, and they don't like that.
Okay,
They sound like hypocrites.
just to be perfectly clear, you're in my room right now. If you could not steal any of my shit, I don't have much to steal, but if you could not, I
I'm
really
not making
appreciate
any
it.
promises.
Is it too
I-
late
I
to put her
will-
back on? Is it too late to put her back on the other ship?
Rom,
I mean, we
can
can
just
tie
cut
her up.
hands off.
You have a lot of
Please
rope.
don't.
Rom, how did you change your voice like that?
I don't know. I I must be evolving. Do you think
Perhaps.
I'm gonna go third arm?
Maybe.
That'd be pretty cool.
So back to the hands about stealing.
I think she can keep her hands for now.
Okay. Okay.
At
I'm just
least
gonna
one
like
of
back into a corner and just kind of like wait for this conversation to carry on.
I won't
I
steal
vote.
anything right now.
Yeah, I'm still voting for tying her up.
So you were stealing something on the ship, but how did you get on the ship in the first place?
Well, I did a little sneak past all of the people because I'm a lot smaller than them and they couldn't see me.
I understand that. Nobody notices the small people.
You are pretty fucking small. And I'll like reach down and pat you on the head.
I smack your hand away and say, I'm not a child or a dog.
Crom, if you could not give her concussion as soon as she wakes up, that'd be great.
This one doesn't mind it, and I'll reach over and pat Poppy on the head.
I also would like to not have a concussion. Mind
Well,
that strength.
are you wanting to go back to the mainland then?
I don't know. I have nothing to go back to.
You don't have any family or anything like that?
No,
That's
they're
pretty.
dead.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
Nobody will
It's
miss
fine.
her.
Excuse me?
I heard as well.
Maybe we can hold off on that train of thought for one moment. What happened to your family?
Oh, they were murdered. Don't know by who, but they were murdered.
Was it by you?
Was it you?
No.
I was thinking the same thing.
Our
Prom.
minds are doing that thing again.
Mm.
Was it
No.
retribution for your thievery?
No, I became a thief afterwards.
Well, I mean, if you don't have anything better to do and you want to maybe help us out, I mean, if everybody's Azula, you trust small people?
No.
Fair. I mean, but you're small compared to me, and I trust you.
And
Fair
you
enough.
guys trust me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not with teeth, fingers, toes, skin, fur.
I guess
Does-
it really depends on the small person, though.
Like what they have inside them.
Like not all. Not all small people are bad.
This one steals things.
Not
Only
I
for
mean-
good reason.
I mean, Ellis, you steal stuff too.
You tried to steal a whole arsenal.
Yeah,
Hold
Yes,
on. What,
yes.
I need to
You
figure
got
that
me
out.
here.
I need to figure out the difference. How many fingers and teeth have you stolen?
Ah,
Not you, Ellis, the other one.
oh. I have them categorized in a
Do you
book.
have? Do you know the number? Never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
what
Another time. I understand.
what is your name? I don't want to refer to you as gnome. That seems rude.
My name is Nissa.
Nitha.
And
Did I get that right, Elith?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Nitha, do you steal teeth and fingers?
no.
Ah, good. That's my gig.
I mean, I don't know, Azula, she might be better than Elith.
I might get offended. I have easily hurt feelings.
Wait,
Please
you don't
don't do
steal
this.
eyes, do you?
Me
Nissa.
or Nissa? Ah, yes.
No. Only
Okay.
things, not people parts.
Oh, so
Okay.
my things are safe.
Your things are safe,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I mean, she might be useful. I mean,
I mean, we're gonna sail through a couple of hurricanes and some boiling seas and visit an island with a bunch of hostile cat-looking things and possibly a volcano.
Can you
Sounds like a
swim?
grand old time. Yes, I can swim.
Perfect.
Nissa, I know that you are just waking up and you are being grilled with all of these strange people around you and you're on an unfamiliar ship. I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. I roll a d20 for that, correct?
If
Yeah.
you are on D&D Beyond, you can just click the number next to perception and it'll roll and add all your modifiers.
Oh, wait, I can do that.
Oh yes, it's fantastic.
While they're figuring out
Wait,
rolling.
where do I do that?
D&D Beyond.
on your character sheet in D&D Beyond, in the center there,
Mhm.
it'll have all your skills there, acrobatics, animal handling, arcana. Go down to where it says perception, and you'll see plus something right next to it, and you just click on that, and it should automatically roll.
Memento. On the character sheet? Oh, haha,
Yeah.
I found it. I got this.
We're learning.
Reading rainbow.
Maybe I don't got this.
If you have physical dice at your house, you can roll the actual dice if you'd like and add your modifiers, but
Mhm.
D&D Beyond makes it a lot easier.
Okay, so I'm on my character sheet. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
You see where it says
Computer or phone?
perception? Are you on a computer screen?
I am on a computer screen.
Okay, it's the long skinny box in the middle of the screen.
It says aerobatics, animal handling, arcana,
Uh-huh.
athletics.
Yes.
Click the number next to perception.
I got this.
Hell
Got it.
Okay, so you are very groggy still, not quite aware of your surroundings. You do notice, however, that some of the things that you had with you is not with you. I was going to tell you what exactly is missing, but with a 5, you just notice that some shit's missing.
Hey, where's my stuff?
What's
What
your stuff?
What things?
I don't know exactly what I'm missing, but I feel like I'm missing things.
I'm gonna
Uh,
open my bag, just like out of instinct to check to be helpful, and a couple of my teeth are gonna fall out, and one might land in her lap, maybe.
And then Crom's gonna like kind of crouch down a little bit and hold out his hands like palm up. Can I see your hands real quick?
Oh, my
Cool.
teeth, Crom, my tooth. As all of that's happening, just for a little bit more chaos, I'm gonna try to find my teeth that have scattered as they're doing this.
Just imagine Ellis like crawling under Crom while he's trying to ask for her hands.
Yeah.
I'm just standing against the ball, looking as innocent as possible.
I just want to make sure you still have all your fingers. Can I count them real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
One.
we're gonna be here a while.
2.
I'm gonna pick up one. I found one of my
4.
teeth.
Did you have 22 fingers before?
No.
Then you might be missing some.
But where are my weapons?
Oh, weapon. I mean, I assume they took them off you. You were in prison. You were in a cell.
We were not looking for weapons that did not belong to us. As I'm scavenging around, still looking for some of my teeth.
I'm sure we can figure all that out. If you're missing some stuff, we picked up a lot of shit off the ship. We might have some shit that you can. But only. If you're willing to help.
And it'll take 2 molars.
I'll help you, but you can't take my teeth.
Not now.
Is everything good with her?
Can I have just a moment? Guys, can we huddle up real quick?
In the room?
In the corner of the room.
Ah, yes. Can I have the direct corner? I want to feel cozy.
I'll just stand in the middle of the
Sure.
tall people.
I'll stand directly between Nissa and Elith. That way, my body will act as sound dampening.
Should we pick up Poppy or should we squat down?
You'll see Crom just like lean like almost all the way forward, his head like getting uncomfortably close to you, Ellis, as he bends over so that Poppy can hear him.
Okay.
If she's willing to help, maybe we just give her shit back.
Yes.
I don't know how to sneak around and steal shit. I can steal shit, but they're gonna know.
You're not tiny.
They're probably not gonna know. They're probably gonna be dead.
Because you killed them?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I guarantee she's not gonna rob us, and I will give her her stuff back.
That's fine with that. Azula, you've been pretty fucking quiet.
Very silent. Is it because she's small?
Just taking in all the information.
Yes.
Okay.
Overwhelming.
So as they hand you back your stuff, they hand you back 2 daggers, a pair of gloves that are red leather. They hand you a cloak.
Leather, yellow leather.
What's that?
Red leather, yellow leather.
The gloves that you know are your gloves of thievery. The cloak is the cloak of elven kind. I'll add all this to your character sheet real quick. The only thing that they did not hand back to you is your journal.
Is this
if I wanted to see what if I wanted to, is it like, would I do a perception check for that to see where?
I would say that your passive perception is high enough for you to realize that it wasn't there. Probably going to have to be something that you guys are going to have to role play and talk about.
Okay, perfect.
all right? Metagaming.
So-
is this the journal that I got last week, or that was the captain's communication?
It's the one we've been. You got the letters. You were going through the letters.
Okay.
Poppy and I have been passing the journal back and forth.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep, I remember that conversation. Thank you.
If I'm watching,
I'm
her,
missing
I
one
assume,
thing.
What are you missing?
Oh, sorry. Where is my journal?
What's it look like?
I haven't got that far yet.
Haven't got that far
Is it a
yet.
specific?
It's the journal that was taken. Sorry guys, she's very new to D&D and missed the last 2 sessions, so she's a little behind on things. The journal is was the one that was in the captain's trunk that was found with the daggers, the gloves, and the cloak, clearly belonging to the person that they took prisoner.
What? How do you spell Nitha?
It is NYSSA.
Oh, hold on. That's too fast. NYSSA. Where's the TH? Oh, that's never mind. I'll pull out like a couple of pieces of paper. Nitha, no N's. Nitha, no. This is never mind. Oh, and I'll pull out like this little bound book, and like open it. This one says Nitha. Is this it?
Yes, that would be mine.
Oh. Okay.
Carrie, I need you to make a perception check as he opens this book and passes it across the to Nissa.
11.
Okay.
So I'm so nosy. I want to know why you have her do that. I can't know. It's metagaming, but I'm so intrigued.
I'm so nosy. I don't want Crom to give her the journal back.
I'm sorry. I'm a slow reader. I'm not quite done with it. Do you mind if I hold on to it for a minute?
I would like it back, please.
That'll take 2 molars.
Is this a deal breaker?
No.
How
If
about
I will.
your pinky?
No.
No.
I will.
Real
You giant
logical
man.
function
I will steal your stuff,
I have a name.
and you will have nothing left. What is your
You-
name?
Chrome.
No one
the
has
s-
introduced themselves to me.
I said my name is Chrome. You may call me by my full name. I can write it down if you like. Chrome the Small. Okay.
We'll just stick with Crom. Thank you.
It's a little disrespectful. Okay, I earned my full name.
I don't think so.
Nissa the Gnome.
This is a thief.
Nissa the soon-to-be missing 2 teeth. If I look away,
And?
Elif gets away.
Hands. The hands are what I want. They're so tiny. They'll be the perfect earrings.
Stay away from my fingers.
Then don't steal things.
Give me my book, and I won't have to.
Okay, fine.
That's a good point.
You're awfully sassy for a tiny little thing that we can throw in a boiling ocean in the middle of a hurricane.
You're the
I
same
just-
size as me.
I just want to say, okay,
Yes,
not
hence
the
the
best,
lack of sass.
not the best book I've ever read. Okay, maybe take a class.
Rude.
Okay, I've read 3 books. This is number 3.
I have solved because I know the burn.
Hey, Carrie,
Ace.
would you can you describe what your character looks like? Are you wearing anything that would identify your clan?
I'm not.
Can you explain what your character looks like?
Is it the one that's in the corner of my box?
Yeah.
Making sure. I have red hair and horns. And I'm on the small side as far as barbarians. I'm about 6 feet. I think that's all I can see in the photo.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
And while we're on the topic, you need to learn how to draw better, okay? Like, the pictures in there, they could have been really nice, okay? But they don't even describe what the book's going on about.
Well, I don't have a lot of time, to draw,
Can I
and then I
just
pick up my.
can I just show you something real quick? Just a pointer. You know, some say I'm somewhat of an artist myself,
Mhm.
Ooh.
if I may. And I'll like flip through the book until I come to a drawing.
Okay. Carrie, I need you to make another perception check. I need you to roll higher than a 5. As he's scrolling through the book looking for drawings, he's kind of flipping relatively quickly. And as he does, you see that there is a page in the book that has a double, like, crossed battle hammers. Well, not hammers, great axes with the blades on both sides and a tree in the center of it. Gonna fucking test your backstories, fuckers.
This is what I mean, right? Like, there's no shadows in this. The shading's all off. It's like you didn't even try. Nobody's gonna want to publish your book if you don't try.
Well, it's not meant to be published.
Why else do you write a book?
For me.
I thought you read books for yourself. What? You're writing a book for yourself? It's kind of narcissistic.
Incorrect. Ever heard of journaling?
Ever heard of javelining?
Personally, I'm just surprised that Crom knows what a narcissist is.
It was in the book. That's why I needed her to spell Nissa, because I wasn't sure if it was Nissa or narcissistic.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
You know, there's a lot of letters in narcissist as opposed to Nissa, right?
That's why I wanted to slow down. I didn't know how many letters were coming, okay? It's like, you ever wake up drunk and the horse steps on you, but then you like lean your head up and you didn't see the cart coming that it was pulling and it fucking whacks you in the head? That's what it felt
Yeah.
like.
No, can't say I know about
I
that
heard
feeling.
in, and then I was like, where's the fucking cart? I knew it was gonna hurt.
Oh.
I hate to be this guy, but I have to go get a drink and put my ice pack back in the freezer. I will be right back.
Word.
I will also throw my water.
I also need to get water and blow my nose, so I will also be right back.
This break brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. If you want to play Chrome in Raid Shadow Legends, use code 2BeBetterLife on Raid Shadow Legends for a free 300 gold and 10 champion picks, and because Macho Man Randy Savage would want you to.
He's joking. Everybody.
Disclaimer, not associated with Raid Shadow Legends. Please don't sue.
Thank you.
He's just like, he gets up for 30 seconds and these people still can't behave.
Yeah. Does it feel a little bit better though? Have we taken long rests? I meant to ask that before we got started.
Yes, you did take a long rest.
Yes, because we were really beat up. Because Chris hit us with this evil lizard hook hand thing. Salty about the lizard.
You guys did get hook hands, though. It's part of your inventory now.
I
That is
think what I'm
very
gonna do is like create like a cloak thing and put those hook hands on the cloak. So like I can grab them anytime I want to and
You got one
Flash.
hook hand.
oh that's right. Oh yeah, we only got there was
Chrome
only
claimed
2.
one.
That's right. There were only 2 of them. I thought there were 4. I couldn't remember what we got last week.
Have you been taking some of Grandma's mushrooms?
You
No.
better not have been. Grandma was very, very firm about not taking those before we go into a hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad you said that because I forgot about. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about the mushrooms.
Are you kidding me? I have that in bold and underlined in my notes.
I just have dried shrooms.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street when the yacht's going into the hurricane. I'm not gonna die sober.
I mean,
No. Yeah. Are you ready for?
It can be.
Word. Word. I'm super anxious about travel, so I'm trying to.
I know you were trouble when you walked in.
see, it's so ingrained now. All we needed was for Abby's face to spring up on the screen, and now we're singing Taylor Swift.
I'm just saying that Matt Mercer would never get up and walk away from his desk as many times as I have tonight. I am failing, guys.
Don't compare yourself.
I'm just saying that
Comparison is a killer.
Matt Mercer has stage hands that could bring him whatever he needed to get.
That is
Yeah,
true.
lots
Now
of
I
them.
really feel like I'm failing in life.
Oh my
I need
gosh,
stage
Jay.
hands.
Oh,
Get me soda, peasants.
Listen, why don't you roll up a character and you can just cast Mage Hand? Then you have all the
The
stage
way-
hands you need.
The way I would show up in like a freaking peasant outfit, like stage and stand and something.
You Coca-Cola, my lord.
All right.
Stained white apron. Okay, I'm done.
So do you give her back her book?
Yeah, she's like holding the book, and I'm like, I've got it like open, and I'm pointing at one of the drawings, heavily critiquing it in the way only a truly savage person can.
Okay.
While all of this is happening, can I roll like my stealth or something, or sleight of hand to try and like cut off a hair, like a piece of hair off of this one?
You can make a sleight of hand and a stealth check, and she's gonna have to make a perception check.
Okay.
She'll have to make 2. 1 to see if she notices. Just 1 perception, and then 1 for the. And then 2 for you, babe. So Ginger, roll a
This-
perception check again.
This is how
All
the
right.
TPK started.
My stealth was 15,
Okay.
and my sleight of hand was dirty 20.
Okay.
Perception was 9.
Okay. You sneak up behind her very quietly while she's engaged in this book, and Crom explaining how shitty her drawings are, and very, very gingerly, pun,
I thought of that word. too,
pull the
that's
hair
funny.
off and just snip a little bit of purple hair off of
No.
her, and she does not notice it happen. This is fucking weird, by the way.
When
I'm gonna wrap it
Ellis
up
gets
neatly in
back
like a
over
little
to,
napkin.
This is
when
like
Ellis
every
gets back over to her corner, I'm gonna lean over and be like, "If you cut my fur, I will cut you in your sleep."
What did you say,
How
babe?
do you think I got the scar on my throat?
Damn.
You want to know how I got these scars?
That was pretty good.
Does Azula have any reaction to the journal or the drawings?
I take a closer look at the drawing and notice it looks familiar.
Do you say anything?
Thinking I'm having a brain fart.
You
I
speak
ask-
English.
I I ask how you know of this image.
I met someone on the ship, and his name was Kellen. And that was his crest.
And then I guess like my eyes just get real wide, and I'm speechless at that moment.
Who's Kellen?
That is my brother.
What?
Wait, your
Wait,
brother
he
like
wasn't.
the like the brother we talked about, your brother? Or is it a different brother? Is it a brother from another mother?
That was solid.
God damn it.
That was fucking good.
Yeah, it really was. Yes.
Okay, but you didn't see your brother on the ship, right?
No,
Did we
he's
kill
'Cause,
him?
like
he's
we
he's no,
Your brother
he's
wasn't
been
the captain, was he?
no.
I really fucked up the captain. If that was your brother, I feel so bad.
Yes.
we really fucked those people up, and then
My
we burned the
python
ship to the
ate
bottom.
so many people.
No, it was not the captain. He's been missing for a while, and I've been trying to find him. And this is the first clue.
Oh
It's
no.
almost as if you're meant to be here.
This is all spooky.
I can almost feel Yggdrasil guiding you towards your brother.
This is heavy.
I think we have to take her now. If she knows where your brother is, trust her
Yeah.
or not, she's our best chance of finding him.
Is
The
this
start.
I don't even know what
After-
the dude looks like.
the king thing?
What'd you say, Ellis?
Oh, is
No way.
this the finding the brother? We're not planning this now, right? Because we're about to approach a hurricane.
Oh no, not now. This is
Ah,
just
yes.
Yeah,
This-
I mean,
If
like,
we survive,
but I mean, we take the gnome with us.
yes.
Nitha.
Nitha.
I get to come.
Let's see. Does anybody want a mushroom? How close are we? Can we take these yet? What else is in my bag? I want to celebrate.
We have a bunch of rum.
Yes.
Nissa, do you want to get drunk on rum and sing some pirate songs?
I would rather keep my state of mind. Thank you very much.
Okay. On a related note, do you know any pirate songs?
No.
See, that was a trick question. I want to see if you're a fucking pirate. We've got some water you can have. Are you hungry?
Yes,
I'll,
but you have to take a bite first.
I will do that.
if
will
I
be
take a-
taste-
if I take a bite, there's not going to be anything left.
You take a little crumb.
Yeah, no, it's Chrome the Small, not Little Chrome.
That was good. Your improv is fantastic.
Listen, why don't you just feed? Here, I'll pull out some food and hand it to her. Why don't you just hand me whatever you want me to try?
I break a little piece off and make him eat it first.
I eat it.
Do you mean like you make him eat it, like you shove it in his face? Like,
Yes.
are we getting aggressive with this shit? Like a tiny gnome attacking this 9-foot?
No, I stand on a chair
Okay.
and like shove it in his mouth.
All right. I'm imagining like a 3-minute play out of finding a chair, dragging it across the room, Crom not moving.
She just shoves the food at my mouth and my teeth are still closed.
That's funny.
I don't trust you people. I want to make sure it's not poisoned.
Why? Why would you not trust stuff?
Only
I
one
don't know. I woke up and I was on a ship one moment and then the next I wasn't.
Ah, yes.
mean, you-
that makes- yeah.
To be clear, I know you're still probably a little sleepy. You're still on a ship.
You know what?
I'm just. I don't want you to make you feel like you can't trust us. You're still on a ship. The only difference
Okay.
is you're not in a cell. I feel like that would be a point in our favor. But
Ah, yes, that's a good point. Very
you know, us barbarians, we're simple folk, and us giants, we're even simpler.
Okay, I trust you guys and end up eating the food.
And I mean, Crumb's playing along. He's you know, whatever you hand him to try, he tries.
Full send.
So as you guys are,
And like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's to be fair, like he's handing you food out of his pack, like it's his food. And like he'll offer you water, and it'll be out of his water skin.
I'm a gnome with trust issues.
Aren't we all?
Yes, deep inside.
So as you guys are doing this, and she's getting a little bit of food in her, still not quite 100% where she was. The ship starts to, you feel like the ship starts to turn a little bit. You guys have been approaching the island. You were able to see it in the distance at the end of our last episode, so you can see that this massive storm is there. And as you guys are doing this, Captain Kane has been maneuvering the ship getting near the storm. And for the last few hours, he's been riding the outskirts, going around this thing, trying to find an inn. And you hear him start barking orders from your room down below. He's saying,
Shall we head up? Oh, sorry.
he's saying things to the men like, you know, drop the sails, you know, make sure that everything is secured, batten down the hatches, that kind of things. You guys can hear this. It's muffled, but with your passive perceptions, everyone hears it.
Okay.
Are we getting? Is the ship getting rougher now?
Not yet. He's still skirting the outsides.
I'm gonna make my way to start trying to hear better.
You gonna stay
Listen,
down, or are you gonna go upstairs?
You said that he was shouting from below, or he's shouting from above us?
No, he's on the deck shouting orders at his men. Kind of get the feeling that he might be preparing for this storm.
I want to go talk to the captain and see how long we have before it starts getting really bad, and see how long we have to prepare ourselves for what's about to happen.
Okay, so you go up there and you see the captain on the deck. Let's role play that out.
All right. I'm trying to think of the name of command. Sheriff?
Hopefully.
Sheriff of the boat. Yes.
You
Yes.
guys have been on this boat for months with this guy, and you can't remember the captain's name.
I'm trying my best. There's a lot going on.
Sheriff of the boat.
Affectionately. Very affectionately.
You see him standing there barking orders. Would you just like to walk up to him and say this, or are you just yelling this from across the deck? How are you approaching him? Because just yelling "Sheriff of the boat" while he's barking orders at his men is not going to get his attention.
Right. I do that more of like a comical thing
Okay.
to get my point across of where I'm going. I'm a very dramatic entrance.
Okay.
Imagine like Cusco.
Don't know what that is.
Okay.
The Emperor's New
Um,
Groove.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
So I'm going to announce that,
Okay.
and then see him barking orders. And can I hear what he's barking?
Yeah. Same things. He's telling men to make sure that things are secured, making sure that the sails are down. He's telling the guy that's at the wheel to hold straight. You hear him yell, "We're looking for an entrance." And he's got his little spyglass out, and he's looking into the storm.
Okay. So I'm gonna slither on up,
Okay.
and as he's looking through the telescope, I'm gonna get my face really close to his face and be like, "What do we see, Sheriff?"
He says, "I think there's a break in the storm."
Perfect. How long do we have?
Not long. And as he does that, he
Terrifying.
yells to the guy that's on the wheel to turn. I'm gonna read a little monologue now, if you guys are okay with it. because I actually
Okay.
typed this shit out and I don't want to waste it. So, as he does this, the albatross creaks and groans as if in protest as as he sails it into the maw of the storm of eternity. The horizon is swallowed by a wall of black clouds and rolling waves. For weeks, Kane has chased nothing but salt and wind, endless miles of empty sea and cold, hard days under the blazing sun. But now there's warmth to be found. There's no warmth to be found. The sun has disappeared, smothered by the mass of storm clouds ahead. The air has turned thick and heavy, as though it too has been preparing for battle. Standing at the helm, his eyes locked on the horizon where the storm is swirling. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I was talking. Ivy was nibbling. I
Oh.
told her no.
His eyes locked on the horizon where a storm swirls, a living thing that is reaching out with tendrils of lightning flashing in the distance. The sea beneath you is churning like a beast awakening from a long slumber. As the waves begin to rise, lifting the ship and dropping it with each breath of the tempest. This is it, lads. Kane's voice reaches out through the chaos. Reef the sails, brace for the storm. As the ship starts to turn, the crew leaps into action, scrambling up the rigging, tightening the lines, pulling every inch of cloth rope tight. Looking around, you see the fear in the eyes of the crew, men who have crossed oceans, who have seen every manner of danger that the seas could offer, and yet nothing could prepare them for this. This is no natural storm. This is a force of nature bent on destruction. You guys who have helped all a while are now standing at the ready, gripping the rails as the ship begins to sway and pitch beneath. With hands wrapped around the railing, knuckles as white as you plunge into the storm's embrace. The wind is screaming through the rigging, and the first droplets of rain start stinging your skins like needles. Lightning forks through the sky, casting the ship in eerie flashes of light before plunging you back into darkness. The sea no longer water, now more like mountains, towering waves that rises up on both sides and then crash down with thunderous force. Hard to starboard, Kane shouts over the roar of the storm. The ship groans as the helmsman pulls the wheel, guiding the albatross into the path of a monstrous wave. Kane's knuckles whiten as he grips the railing, watching the storm with a hunter's eye. Now, turn into it, full speed. The crew responds, frantic precision. Sails are dropped and tightened. The albatross surges forward, the bow cutting through the waves like a blade, and for a brief, shining moment, it seems as though you might make it through. The ship glides into the gap, the wind howling at its back, and you feel just a flicker of hope as the storm seems to loose its grip just enough. But the storm, as if it were a living thing, will not let you pass so easily. The wind shifted violently. The gap in the clouds closed as quickly as it appeared, and a massive wave, as if summoned by the storm itself, crashes into the side of the albatross, sending the ship careening off course. The mast cracks under the force of the impact, splintering and crashing down onto the deck. Crew members scream as they're thrown overboard, their cries lost to the raging wind. Kane's heart sinks. He bet everything on the maneuver, and now it seemed as if he were doomed. He screams, "Brace for impact." Though the order feels like a futile gesture, the albatross lurches forward as the waves toss it around like a toy. The hull screaming as the wood twists and separates, and the sea beginning to tear it apart. Another massive wave hits the side of the ship, knocking it high into the air before slamming it back down, and this tends to repeat. The helmsman is wrestling with the wheel. You guys can see that he's struggling with everything he's got. Veins are bulging out of his neck and forearms as he's fighting to control the ship's direction. The albatross does respond to what he's doing, but the sea is merciless. It is tossing you from side to side like a toy in a child's hand. Glancing over the deck, watching as the sailors struggle to secure the rigging, slipping on the rain-slicked planks, thunder booming, the lightning erupt, illuminating the ocean around you. You see waves that are like walls, 30 to 40 feet over the ship, as if it's going to swallow you whole. Then, through the chaos, you feel a current change. You feel the ship pull one way and then another, and during the chaos, you see the storm, and there it is, a shoreline. A jagged line of rocks in the distance, barely visible through the rain. Somehow, impossibly, you are being pulled towards land. There's another flash of lightning in the front of the ship. You see a massive rock coming out of the water. As the wave brings the bow of the ship slamming down onto it, the ship crumbles. The crew clinging to whatever they can, barrels, planks of wood, anything that might keep them afloat. This storm has showed no mercy, ripping the remains of the albatross to pieces. Captain Kane, bloodied and bruised, gives one last command before the sea claims his body, disappearing beneath the waves. What would you guys like to do?
Well, okay, so before all of that played out, did we have time to take the mushrooms?
No. No, I took over before I allowed that to happen.
Okay. Well,
And the boat was just destroyed.
It's being
Right.
destroyed right now while you guys are on it. I'm letting you guys try to figure out how you're going to get off the ship and what you're going to do, because not everyone in your party has the ability to walk on water or hold their breath. So everybody's got different items. You guys are going to have to role play this out as how you're going to survive this.
I'm going to take a potion out of my pack, and I'm
Okay.
going to hand it to Nissa.
Okay.
Drink this. You're going to have to trust me.
Okay. I drink it.
That's a potion of water breathing.
Okay. So you are able to breathe water for an hour.
I'm going to tie the scarf around my head,
Okay.
or around my mouth, rather.
I'm gonna put my.
I,
Oh, sorry.
oh no, go, Alice, you first.
I'm gonna give my boots of water to Gwen. Oh, wait, is Gwen with us yet, or is that not? Okay.
No, I'm not
Okay.
with you guys yet.
Is anybody present who doesn't have something that has advantage on?
I have no idea. I'm looking.
No, I'll be okay.
Okay.
I have no idea if I have anything. I'm looking.
I'm wearing my ring of water walking. But if somebody who knows D&D Beyond better than me can like send me the link for the beast forms that druids can turn into, because I've been searching and searching and searching and I can't seem to find that page back again. But I have my ring on. I can walk on the water.
I don't think I can do anything in the water.
So I am going to jump away from the ship so I don't get dragged down with it and walk a little bit, just so I'm not pulled down with the ship.
Okay. So as the ship starts to rip apart, you see Crom hand a potion to Nissa. She chugs it. You jump off the ship. Your feet hit, and you're running across the top of the water as it's coming over, like lapping. The surf is just insane. There's water crashing all around you. You are able to. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see how well you can stay on top of this water while you're doing this. Carrie, you have something on your character called the Amulet of the Tides.
I was just looking at that. Okay, I wasn't sure exactly, and I was just reading it.
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me. I rolled a nat one.
Oh no. You
I
are trying to walk over this. As you are doing so, you lose your footing, because though they will walk on water, you cannot just be above water all the time, and you lose your footing a little bit, and you find yourself upside down, and the feet are stuck to the top of the water. You are currently upside down.
Okay, I am going to cast air bubble
Okay.
on myself, and I can actually hit 2 other people. So who else doesn't have water breathing?
I don't have water.
Well, you're
Okay, I'm
on
gonna
the
hit Ellis.
you're on the ocean at this point, right?
Yeah, she's in the water. You guys are still. She jumps off before
I have
the
a
ship.
60. I have a 60-foot range on air bubble.
Okay. So you can hit
So
2 other
I-
characters.
So I'm gonna hit Ellis with it. Azula, can you breathe underwater?
I don't know if that can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna hit.
If
I'm
you
gonna hit
click on
Azula
it, it'll
just
tell you what
to
it says.
So
Yeah,
me, Ellis,
It
and
doesn't say
Azula.
I can breathe underwater.
Okay. So you, Ellis, and Azula have air bubbles.
Okay.
Are the rest of you just going to stay on the ship? What is everybody doing? Is this ship is currently
Um,
collapsing underneath of you?
I'm gonna look at Nissa and go, "Are you ready? Do
Let's do this,
you want to lift?"
please.
I am going to. Hold on, let me get to my sheet. This is the first time I've ever used this. I am going to use my bonus action to become. So, Nissa, beside you, you see this already fairly imposing barbarian, 7 feet tall. You watch as, in a matter of moments, he seems to grow almost inhumanly in size. Krom is now a large creature. So I would imagine, I don't know exactly, Chris, mechanically how tall he would be. I would imagine he's like 10, 11 feet, probably.
Works for me.
So you see him grow like, several heads taller. He gets wider in all dimensions. And he holds out his hand and he goes, "Let's go for a ride."
Okay, that's new. And
And
I'll grab his hand.
and I'm gonna rage, and we're gonna just dash and jump as far off the ship as we can. And as we're jumping into the ocean, I'm gonna scream, "Don't hold your breath."
Okay.
okay, so what was cast onto me?
Air bubble. And the spell reads, so Poppy cast the spell. She created a spectral globe around the head of the three of you.
Okay.
The globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends, which is 24 hours. If the creature has more than one hit, that's irrelevant. So for the next 24 hours, the three of you have a bubble around your head and you're able to breathe.
Okay. So before I jump off the ship, my staff of Python, when it's in use, has a swim speed same as its movement speed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast my Python, and I'm gonna tell it, homie, you're gonna have to swim like a dolphin. Like, I need oxygen. We got to go up and down. I mean, no, I don't need oxygen.
Nope.
But he needs oxygen. So I'm good for 3 hours. Get what you need, but let's try to grab our buddies and fast track it out of the hurricane. And we're gonna hold on to the snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and hold on to the snake.
All right.
Can you
Nissa,
pick me up? Like Peter stuck to the top of the ocean.
Yes.
I'm going to need an investigation check to see if you guys can actually see Poppy. Nissa, when you hit the water, are you going to hold your breath or are you going to try to breathe underwater?
I got
I'm gonna try and
23.
breathe underwater. I'm gonna listen to him.
Okay.
Do we all do an investigation check?
Well, she's in control of the snake, so I just had her do it to see if she can
Okay.
pick her up. You said 23? Okay,
Great.
so you're able to do it and you're able to grab her. I don't know if your snake is going to be strong enough to carry all three of you. In terms of weight, you are buoyant because you're in water. Just for rule of cool, I'll allow that to work. You guys are holding on to a 45-foot fucking snake. Zach, you and Nissa are now underwater with the ability to breathe, but the ocean around you is pure fucking chaos. How would you like to try to navigate this?
As soon as we land, I'm going to try to, I jumped off with Nissa. I'm gonna, as we hit the water, I'm gonna try to hold on to the back of her shirt or something so we don't lose each other. And then once we're actually in the water, I'm gonna try to pull her close so she can grab on, and I'm gonna swim like hell for the where I think the general direction of land is.
Okay, let me have a nature check. Or survival feels a whole lot more appropriate here.
Ooh, I like that because I actually have a feature for this.
You want Outback then?
Absolutely.
Primal knowledge.
Ooh, sounds fun.
So while I'm raging, whenever I make an ability check using one of the following skills, I can make it as a strength check, even if it normally uses a different ability. That's worded really weird. So I'm already proficient in survival, so do I get strength plus proficiency? Or do I just roll two straight strength check?
Which number's higher?
I mean, base survival is the same as just a straight strength check, but because I'm proficient in survival as well, I don't know if that would mean I get my proficiency bonus plus my strength. Because I'm still proficient in survival, it just lets me use my strength modifier instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Ooh, 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Nissa, are you fighting as he's trying?
I'm so sorry. I need to roll again because this is my first roll since I got disadvantage.
Oh no.
Okay, it's
What?
still 10.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to fight him as he's trying to drag you through the water and go in the direction that he believes is towards land?
No, I'm gonna go with him. He's built my trust up enough that I can. He didn't poison me, so we're
Gotcha.
good.
Okay. And what are the other three of you doing right now? You just holding on for dear life to this snake?
Does his role mean that they're struggling now?
It doesn't mean that he's struggling. They are completely underwater at this point. You guys are holding on to a snake. You can make an investigation check or a perception check to see if you can see what's going on with the two of them, but they are underwater, so you'll have to make it with disadvantage. Babe, you have
I'm gonna make a
advantage on.
perception.
I do have advantage.
Oh, you should have used it on the last roll, but you didn't. So if you would like to use it
I
now, that's
forgot.
fine. It'll negate the disadvantage.
Okay, so
Hold up.
is that investigation or perception?
Investigation.
That is 22.
Okay, I saw. Okay, Poppy rolled a 12.
12. Yeah.
Pro tip, if you right-click the number as well on computer, you can tell it to roll at advantage or disadvantage as well.
Really?
Oh, no way.
Oh no way!
Holy shit! That's
Oh,
cool
you
as hell.
can. Look at that.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fuck with it.
Wait, what?
That makes the
Look
gameplay
at that play.
so much easier. So, babe, you noticed that.
That was a practice roll. Ignore that.
I'm gonna say that with your investigation check, you see that you guys are not all swimming in the same direction. But I'm also gonna need a survival check from you to see if you can figure out which direction you need to be swimming in. And in
That
fact,
is-
I would like one from the rest of you as well.
What
I got
was
a
it?
lot.
Survival?
Everybody make survival checks.
I got
My
11.
balls.
Okay.
Ah,
21. I got 21.
I got 8.
7.
Okay. So as you guys are all trying to figure out where you're going, everybody is very certain that they're going the right way. Azula, you are the only one that is going in the right direction. So you now have to try to convince the rest of the party to follow your lead to get to the island.
Can we
Okay,
talk?
and
Can we?
Is this underwater?
You guys have bubbles over your head. The three of you have bubbles over your head. So I will allow you guys to communicate. I mean, I would imagine that being close enough to maybe scream at each other, you'll be able to hear. This is very weird because you are still underwater. The voice wouldn't carry between the bubbles. So
Must
I'm
start
actually
like-
going to go as far as to say that you're going to have to go to the top. You're going to have to come out of the water to be able to communicate.
It's
Okay.
rough up there.
Okay, Snacky Snake takes us up to the top.
I mean, yeah, I'll take the snake up to the top. And try to have a conversation about where to go.
Okay. So
Wait, did we pick up Crom and Nissa? Was that a thing yet?
well, that needs to happen still. You found them, and then you know where the island is, but you guys see them as they're trying to swim in a different direction. Everybody here thinks that the island is in a different direction. Metagaming,
Except for-
Carrie, you're the only one who actually rolled well enough to be the right direction, so you are going to have to convince the rest of them to go where you want them to go.
So how do we get Crom and Nissa's attention?
Well, I'm
Can
just
you
gonna
just
direct
convince
the
us
snake
to go the
going a
way that we
direction.
want to go?
By the way, you guys notice Crumb, even amidst the chaos, Crumb appears to be a little bit larger than normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna direct my massive python to just go and scoop them up because we are safe together. And then get us all back up to the top of the water to have somewhat conversation.
So as she's trying to get you guys rounded up, this snake is not going to be able to carry 5 of you. But especially with Zach being extra large right now, you
Okay.
guys, this snake comes up around as you are swimming, and this 45-foot serpent wraps its body around you to prevent you from going any further in the direction that you're at. You guys cannot communicate underwater. How would you like to respond to this?
Seeing that we're like blocked in, all kind of like tread water, I guess, underwater. As much as you can tread underwater.
I'm gonna start wildly pointing a different direction than where they were swimming.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
like
point the direction we were swimming.
I'm gonna do this motion.
can we like put fog on the inside of the bubbles and write it?
It doesn't work that way, but that was good.
Underwater smoke signals.
That's actually so fucking smart.
It
though.
was. That was really good. If it wasn't spectral, if you were wearing a fishbowl, absolutely. Do you guys acknowledge her trying to bring you to the surface? Any of you?
Well, if they're going to the surface, I'll try to pop up to the surface.
Okay, well, the snake just blocks you off from moving forward. Poppy is telling you to go in a different direction. But Elith is doing this. It could be come over, it could be go up. That's what she did.
I'll head
Oh,
towards
I
that
thought we were like
direction
above them. Like the snake is blocking them and we're holding on to the snake. So like we're above them and I'm like, come up.
then. Yeah, I'll start swimming up.
Okay. When you guys breach the ocean, there are still waves cresting around you. It is still 30, 40-foot waves. If you guys remember that scene from A Perfect Storm with Mark Wahlberg where it shows the boat like this and it's like this big on a giant fucking wave, that's kind of what you guys are going through. And as you're coming up, they're slashing down on top of you. So if it wasn't for the ability to breathe underwater or have the bubble, you guys would certainly drown in this.
Does anybody know what way we're supposed to go? Where is the land?
And I like real quick start going that way. We gotta go that way.
I'll look in that direction. Can I, like, as like the ocean is like pushing us up and then pulling us down? Am I able to see anything in that direction?
You see
Other than
waves,
water?
waves and dark clouds, lots of rain, thunder, and lightning.
Can I
nobody
see
has any-
anything in the direction I was swimming?
Same thing. You guys are completely lost in all of this. It's like a whiteout.
Azula seems very sure of which direction to go.
I feel I am not very well versed. I don't know where I am. I'm panicked. Azula seems sure. I follow her. I don't like
Wow.
being wet. I fall off of things easily.
I'll look up at her and I'm just gonna like scream at the top of my lungs. Is that where your brother is? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to wild shape into a dolphin now that I've gotten the shapes, and I can take Crom and Nissa.
You probably cannot take me.
Okay, can you shrink?
Can you shrink? Where's the
Well,
small
okay,
from your
I
name?
meant- I meant that, like, because he made himself larger. Can you reduce your size?
How long has it been, Chris?
I'm gonna say that you guys have been in the water now for probably about an hour. It's chaos.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'm-
if it
I'm
hasn't
small
been an
now.
hour, it certainly feels like one.
I'm probably small now.
Okay, because Nissa weighs nothing, so I'm just carrying Crom's weight.
Okay.
I think a dolphin could carry Crom's weight in the water. This is buoyant, and we'd be under the water.
Medium-sized beast, +2 to strength. Trying to find its challenge rating is 1/8. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do that. You can change into a dolphin, wild shape, and drag them. So that makes it so that you guys are able to obviously make it through the water with relative ease as you're under the waves as they're coming up. It takes you down pretty deep though. Which direction are we going? Are we following Azula? Or are we arguing still about direction? How is this playing out?
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
wait, are we
I'm
following
actually,
the surface?
If-
Pause. Are we still at the surface?
Currently,
yeah,
yes.
if Poppy
I'm gonna
is
bust
wild
out the mushroom.
shaping,
Hold on. What, babe?
I'm busting out the mushrooms. This was for the hurricane, right?
No, she specifically said not in a hurricane.
Oh, she said not for the hurricane. Okay, never mind.
I was
directions
like,
were not very
are
clear.
you really about to fucking eat some magic mushrooms in the middle of a hurricane while you are in the ocean on top of a 45-foot snake and your friend just turned into a dolphin?
Maybe she already did.
No, I thought that the mushrooms were for the hurricane. I forgot that they were for not.
Look, I get you're a Floridian and that would be for a hurricane party,
Yeah.
but not for D&D.
I'm gonna gesture or I'm gonna gesture towards the snake, and I'm gonna yell at Nissa to get on the snake. It's friendly, I think.
Yes. This is
Hey,
Jessica.
Don't ask me how to spell it. We don't have time.
Just get on the snake.
The potion's not gonna last a lot longer. Just get on the snake.
I will jump on the snake.
I'll try to like vault her, like help her get on the snake.
Okay. I mean, you guys are just kind of on the surface right now. She has no problem getting on there. Need to know how you guys are navigating the direction that you're going.
I'm making a beeline for the direction Azula pointed in.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna have the snake slither. Do the thing.
All right. So as you guys are doing this, not only are you like way under the water, how long does that potion of water breathing last?
I think 3 hours.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
on the snake now, but yeah, it only lasts an hour.
Okay. So as you guys are under the water, even on the snake, you guys are making your way through. Nissa, your potion fails, and you take a deep breath and immediately start gagging, coughing on water. You are now out of oxygen, while Ellis is trying to guide this snake, and everybody's breathing around. I need Ellis and Azula to make a perception check to see if you notice that Nissa is behind you choking.
I got a fucking nat 1.
You're driving, so you don't notice the kids in the back acting up.
I'll turn the fucking snake around.
17.
Azula, you notice, you look back checking just to make sure that everybody's still moving around, and you see the dolphin and Crom going, and you see Nissa coughing, and then her body starts to kind of slump and go limp.
Oh Lord. Can we share air bubbles?
Nope.
Oh God.
Can I, out of character, Amulet of the Tides does let you cast water breathing once per long rest.
I noticed that she's having a hard time, so I cast the spell.
Okay. How would that work if she was already unconscious?
I didn't know she went unconscious. Okay. I don't know then.
Hey, is it okay if we take a break real quick? It's gonna start raining, and I want to take Ivy out.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to. It gives me a minute to do some research because I'll just for the sake of gameplay say that wakes that she gets that ability to breathe water again and starts coughing out all of that as her body's natural system just takes back over and the water comes back out. And that's where we're going to take a break so that she can let the dog out. I can take a pee and then I'll come back and interact with the chat. So you guys give me just a minute and I will be right back.
That amulet's busted. Welcome to the Total Party Kill, everybody. I can't promise no TPKs. This would be a horrible time for a random encounter.
What about a random encounter?
Nothing. You shut the fuck up.
I mean, we could absolutely do that. Dora Lee said, y'all got me stressed out. Maybe there's a
whales.
or that, you know, try to eat the dolphin because whales do that.
It's not.
Is this the
Killer whales do.
Is this the Jonah arc for Crom?
All right, chat. How are you guys enjoying this tonight? If you guys were on that boat, how would you have handled all of that? Do you think the party did a good job?
I want to say I love being a druid. It's coming in super clutch right now.
Yeah. Yep. That the ability to shape shift does a lot. It also gives you fly speeds and things like that at later levels. I was dying at the Cromnissa interaction. I am enjoying so much I've peed myself and passed out. Yeah. Yep. The idea of having the ship slam down underneath of you and having the hull just crack underneath of your feet in the middle of a hurricane, I would imagine that would be terrifying as fuck. There would just be a moment of having to accept the fact that you're probably going to drown. Is there not a Nightbot chat for Chris?
I thought there was.
Dora Lee said I almost cried during the speech. Oh man. I don't know if that's because you're emotional or I'm doing a good job, but I'm going to take it as I'm doing a good job. This game finally is really getting ready to start with you guys being on the island, or when you get to the island, if you make it there. There's still an opportunity for a random encounter. No.
I will lose my ever-loving mind.
I actually didn't think about that, so I just wanted to see how you guys were going to navigate the storm situation, especially since Nissa doesn't have anything for magic items in terms of being able to breathe underwater. And I figured all the ring of water walking stuff and being able to stay on top of the water with everything crashing around you would have made things difficult. Chris is playing a
I'm
level
really
99.
disappointed.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Chris is playing a level 99 Conductor of Chaos. He has infinitely multi-class and taking 32 epic boons. That's funny.
I'm really disappointed in myself that I didn't cast air bubble on the remaining party members before I became a dolphin.
Yeah. Is that a concentration spell?
It is not.
It
No,
is not.
that's awesome.
I don't think any of the water breathing spells are concentration.
Probably because in the event that it is and you got knocked out, that concentration's broken. People are going to drown
Yeah, that's real rough.
or die, you know.
I was specifically, when I was picking the spells, I specifically looked for something that would help us survive a hurricane.
Yeah, druids really are the Swiss Army knives of D&D. They have a little bit of everything in their spell kit.
You just make them become giant apes when they multi-class into fighter and get all the fighter things, and then you cast enlarge on them.
All right, everybody back and ready to go? Babe, did you order food already?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
All right. So you guys are swimming your way to the island. There is, for those of you who are still under the water, the water above you, that probably 30 or 40 feet to the surface, is just turmoil. The waves are crashing down so hard that it's spinning everything around. As you guys start getting into the shallower water, you start noticing that there's sediment coming up and things of that nature. And then as you get a little bit closer, you realize that the water starts to calm and it's no longer as dark under there as it was, as you start to find a what you believe to be the edge of the storm.
Like towards the land?
That was what you think.
Oh man.
Swimmy.
You're gonna keep going. Faster.
Underwater?
Maybe like pop up to the surface.
Yeah, pop up and see what's going on.
Yeah, see if the rain's getting lighter.
As you make your way to the surface, the storm is dissipating. You're on the outskirts of it. You know, you're getting a little bit of mist, a little bit of rain, but the water has definitely calmed. And as you pop your head out and look ahead, you see a very large island. You're still probably a half a mile to a mile off the shoreline. But over the island, it's sunny. There's a lush jungle. Make a perception check so that I can see how much of this I'm going to give you for where you're at in the water.
All of us?
Whoever is currently on the top, seeing what she's seeing.
Yeah, we'll
Am
go
I
up to
still
the
passed
top,
out?
too.
No, you, Azula and Ellis are on the back of a snake.
I got an 11.
Okay. Zach and Jenny, are you bringing Crom up with you as you go on the dolphin? Because, I mean, you have to
Yeah,
take in oxygen as you go.
Yeah, that's why I said if the rain's getting lighter, I'm going to surface anyways.
Okay.
But my perception check was an 11, which is
Okay.
not great.
So you
But
got...
Crom, you can
Yeah.
roll one too, because you're coming with me.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Carrie, what'd you roll?
Oh, you said perception?
Yep.
17.
Should I roll at disadvantage since I'm getting bucked by a dolphin the whole time?
Dolphins are pretty smooth swimmers, man. Give me some credit.
Kind of bad.
No, I'll give you just random perception. You guys, the passive perceptions are high. So, Zach, you are actually the only one who would have noticed this. You said you rolled a 17, Azula?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both of you noticed this then. As you're going towards this island, there is actually a pretty large castle-looking thing deep into the island. This is also, you see like bits and pieces of it sticking up over jungle, and it's fucking inland. And as you guys are making your way closer to the shoreline, Zach, you see what looks to be a small shack. You guys got a little bit of ways to go before you actually make it onto land.
I'm just gonna try to yell at the dolphin from behind my scarf. Shack. Not the
I am
basketball
going.
player.
I'm going to spray water on him and swim towards the shack,
All right.
the direction
since-
you pointed in.
Babe, you have a
And-
17. Poppy, I'm sorry, has a 17 on her
Yeah.
passive perception. I got to check your passive. You have a 14 on your passive perception.
oh, nice.
I must say that you would have heard that as you guys are traveling as a group. He points. You also notice the shack as you were driving the snake.
All right. I'm gonna pat the snake in a very affectionate way to let Jessica know that she's doing well, and then tell her to follow the dolphin.
Okay. We've gotten 4 new patron members since we started our live tonight.
Oh heck yeah!
Thank you guys
Patron.
for subscribing
Hey,
if you're in the
somebody
chat.
must have just shouted patron.
Yeah. That's funny.
Hey, do you guys have
My
a
computer
Patreon?
will cry. You have a
We have a
podcast?
What?
You guys have a D&D
You guys
game?
have cool and funny merch? What? That's so
That was
crazy.
funny.
So you guys are making your way towards this shack.
Making our way downtown.
As you're doing so, looking from the back of your creatures, there's land as far as you can see in every direction. Well, not every direction, obviously not behind you, but looking forward and to the sides, there's no end to where this landmass is. And you kind of get the feeling that this island is a lot bigger than what you thought it was going to be.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep making my way to shore. I want to get. I'm wet and I'm uncomfortable. I want to roll in the sand.
You're gonna get sand in your
I-
scales.
I'm also gonna get as close to the shore so that Prom can stand up.
Okay.
You get close to the shore, and I imagine I'm like just basically bear hugging you while you're swimming. And we're gonna get it close to water that I can stand up in. And I'm gonna just lift you out of the water and go, I fucking love this gnome.
Nobody's going to address the fact that the raccoon turned into a dolphin.
I'm going to spray him with water again and wiggle as much as I can so he puts me down.
Listen, ethereal voice from the sky. When a raccoon saves your fucking life in the middle of a fucking storm, you don't look a gift horse in the face. Or a raccoon, as it were.
That's funny. All right, so you guys make it to the shoreline. You find yourself on a pretty large beach. The jungle offset from the shoreline, probably 200 or 300 feet. And you see a couple of small trails. You see some trees that's got fruit on them. What would you like to do?
I'm going to turn back into a raccoon.
I figured you would have to do that to get on land.
Smart.
No, I'll just carry this dolphin everywhere I fucking go. Like, I'm imagining Crom's like walking out of the state fair like with this big ass stuffed animal.
And turn back into a raccoon, look at him, and be like, can you please put me down? On dry land.
Your fur's fucking wet. Oh, this is
No.
disgusting.
Yeah, put me down.
I am going to do my weird medicine checks and just start checking people and like lifting up hair and looking at armpits and checking the back of knees.
You're gonna
make
get to
sure that
Crom, and
everybody's
Crom's
okay.
gonna hold up one finger and say, "If you fucking touch me right now, I'm gonna have a bitch fit."
And I'm gonna take my finger and touch tips. And
Oh,
just
you
make
like-
eye contact.
Are you taking my soul right now?
I want to see this bitch fit.
No.
Okay, are you okay? Can I Check.
I'll kind of run a finger along my mouth and make sure I've got all my teeth. Make sure I've got all 4 limbs. I think so.
How are your platellas?
I think we left all the plates on the ship.
Yes. Fantastic. And your kneecaps?
Where are those again?
Above your ankles.
Oh yeah, my leg's fine.
Perfect.
While this is happening, you're doing your medicine checks, parts of barrels and bits of wood and things start washing up on the shore.
I think that we should maybe head to the shack.
Oh fuck,
get
there's
some
a
shelter.
shack.
Yes,
Love
shack.
shack.
Yeah.
that one over there.
Maybe is there any like wood that's not like soaked, like that's not coming out of the ocean? Like are there any like tree branches or anything nearby, any like beach wood?
I mean, there's driftwood on the beach shore.
I'm gonna grab some driftwood. I'm gonna say maybe we could start a fire.
Okay. So you guys are making your way towards the shack. Crom is grabbing driftwood. You guys can search the jungle too. I'm sure there's down trees and things like that if you would like to actually make an investigation check to try to locate firewood. Who's going towards the shack? And how?
I am.
Okay, so how are we? What's the plan there?
I was just looking for shelter to try to dry out and regroup. We just survived a hurricane.
Okay. You get there. This place doesn't have like a locking door. This is a very like you can't tell if it's make an investigation check. Let me see how much of this I want to give you.
I love it when you say shit like that because it builds the anticipation.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
just want to know what I don't know what it is. Like, is it a legendary magic item? Because if so, give me all of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
got 18.
Okay, so getting to the shack, the door is made out of like logs that are roped together with makeshift rope. Some of there's actually rope there. This is not something that has been put together by anybody who has had proper supplies. So if you would like to try to open the shack and walk in it, you can, but the door itself is something that would be able to just be pulled open. There's no windows on it. It is a tiny hut. Not to spell, but like an actual small little shack.
I think Leomund lives
I-
here.
Prom, you want to pull the door open?
Crom is several paces behind you guys. He's like he is making his way towards the hut, but he's like diverting to like, oh, here's another piece of beechwood.
Okay. Well, I'll try to pull it open.
You are able to do so. Are you allowing it to happen? Because you're muted.
me?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
Okay. I was minding my own business, and then all of a sudden I turn around, and some fuckers have opened my door. And as I hear them, I think it's the people coming, and just out loud I'm like, "Oh, you're going to get your rent soon. Just be patient." Wait, who are you?
You hear this as you open the door. I need you to make an investigation check to see if you can hear where the sound is coming from and locate the person.
Okay, investigation.
No, this is for Jenny. Sorry.
Yeah, 14.
14. You look up and see a character in a tree with a bow knocked and drawn at you. I need you to explain your character, Gwen. Although I want to know why I'm getting the lips moving and then the audio, because I'm seeing that in OBS. I don't know if it's lining up properly or why that is. It doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. I thought that was just my Twitch live stream. I don't know.
Nope, it's definitely the game or the OBS, which shouldn't make sense because we have you in Discord and I'm seeing your light go up when you're talking. It's just not coming in at the same time your lips are moving.
Did I refresh everything?
I would refresh the camera. What do you think, Zach? You're the tech guy.
Moving. There's probably a delay difference between the video stream and the audio stream because it's not from the same program.
But why is it
But
only
yeah, you can
affecting
try-
her instead of everyone?
Yeah, I mean, you can try refreshing it. I would have to look into it more to give you a better answer.
All right. Well, for now, we'll just leave it the way it is. If you can refresh your stream, that would be great. If not, it is what it is for now.
Join room with camera. I'm gonna hit. Oh yeah, allow.
You might have to update her link here in a second, Chris.
Is that better?
Nope, still doing the same thing, although your camera is way smaller now. You
Yeah, I
went
got it.
vertical.
That no.
All the technical difficulties. This is so much easier when you play D&D in person. All right. There we
Yeah,
go.
but then we couldn't all play together.
No, I know. One day we're going to have a session in a cabin. It's going to be glorious.
It is going to
Yes.
be glorious.
We should get a
God.
themed cabin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I found an Airbnb in Tennessee that is shaped like a Hobbit home.
Girl.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, I mean,
Done.
So Jenny, you look up and see this red creature holding a bow and arrow knocked down at your character as you pull the door open. You want to explain what your character looks like?
Absolutely. So Guinevere is a 4.5 foot tall tiefling, and she has long, curly white hair that is pinned up in a ponytail to the best of her abilities. She is rather thin, as she's been on this island for a very long time and does not have access to the luxuries that she is used to. So she's very tense, hence the bow knocked at this furry thing in front of her.
I'm going to put my hands up. Like, don't shoot. I was just looking for shelter. We just came out of the storm.
Then you better tell me your name very quickly, because nobody comes from that storm to this beach alive.
My name is Poppy. And I assure you, I came from the storm.
Chris, can I make a
Where-
perception check? Like, I'm pretty far back from this, but
Yeah.
can I like see and like hear that there's a conflict going on?
Absolutely. Make a perception check. What are the other three of you doing?
And
I would have been right behind Poppy. I didn't want her approaching an unknown shack by herself. She is small.
Okay.
So
I've been following
did I
Crom
overhear
around
that?
because he's the only one I trust.
Okay, so Ellis would have heard all of this and seen it going down. Azula, what are you doing? Nissa, you can make a
I'm-
perception check as well.
I'm just kind of wandering, seeing what's around.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna lean into the frame and kind of like put myself over Poppy without touching her, just like leaning over her so I can be seen by Gwen
Okay.
and say, "Do not call us fibbers. That was a lot. I am traumatized."
do you still have your snake out?
Yeah, my snake is gonna be behind me, kind of just like rolling in the sand a little bit.
Oh, we're getting shot for sure.
Nissa, you see what's going on. Crom does not. I was able to see your dice roll on my screen, just so you guys know I can see your dice rolls. Gwen, what do you do when you see the snake woman?
I am cursing myself for only having one arrow on me, and I like go back and forth between the two of them, and I ask, someone better tell me where you are from right now, or someone's getting shot.
Metagaming. We're from Elephant. What?
The city is Elephant Rock, but the continent is Belfane.
Okay, so I'm gonna. How far away am I from Gwen? Like how close is the arrow to me?
She's in a tree. She saw you guys come up onto the shoreline and dashed up the tree to hide. Nissa, would you like to inform Crom that this is happening? Or
I was, yes. Can I inform him of everything that I'm hearing?
absolutely. So that Crom is now aware too.
What do you tell Crom?
I say that there's a crazy lady in the trees trying to shoot your other two friends.
I'm gonna drop the beechwood.
Okay.
So while that's happening, oh sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, while that conversation's happening, can I use Mage Hand to like pluck the arrow out of the bow?
Mage Hand can't carry more than 5 pounds, and I think if you tried to interact with the boat, it would probably make the arrow loose. Just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna negate that and say that you can
Okay.
grab it and try to move it, but you are it's like trying to grab a gun.
Okay. Right,
Saw
but
it
you
on
can grab a
YouTube.
gun if you're quick with it. Like,
I mean, you can
I saw it
try.
on YouTube.
You can try to grab the arrow.
I'm gonna ponder. I'm gonna let Crom roleplay what he's doing.
Okay.
So, as you're pondering this, Chris, how far away would you say this creature is?
Well, I mean, you were behind.
me.
You were behind
From me.
quite a bit, so I'd probably say, I don't know, 150, 200 feet with the tree and everything.
Okay. I can move 45 feet around. So in the next 6 seconds, you're gonna see Crom running forward at a dead sprint. We're not dashing or anything. but
Okay.
He's gonna move forward.
Full 45. Full 45.
yeah.
Okay.
And in his best Olympic game style, he's going to throw this javelin directly at the creature.
Oh. Okay.
What?
I need you to make you're gonna have to do it with a disadvantage because she does have cover of the tree. But go ahead and make your attack roll. Damn, we may Abby, you may lose your character game 1.
Uh, it's a 16 at disadvantage.
Does that hit you? What's your armor class?
Where is that at? I'm sorry.
It's the one that looks like a shield. It's a standalone stat. It's right underneath your walking speed.
Well, it is.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
And where is?
Oh,
yeah.
the dice are kind. 7 damage. I
Alright.
rolled a 1.
Damn.
I'm gonna turn and look at Crob and be like, "Hey, we were trying to talk her down."
She was pointing a fucking. Listen, the little one said she was attacking friends.
That is not what I
She is
said. I said
aggressive.
she was trying to kill your friends. Different.
I'm
What?
sorry.
How's that
I
different?
don't see a difference.
I need you to make a
So is that just like slice my arm?
yeah.
or,
I
like,
need you to
where-
make
where-
a strength saving throw to see if you can hold up the arrow, and then do a concentration saving throw, because I would imagine at this point you're focused on what you're doing, and this is going to break your concentration. I need to see if you let your arrow loose at Poppy.
Aw, damn it.
An
That's
11.
an 11.
I'm gonna say your arrow looses. Poppy, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get out of the way of this thing.
Fantastic.
This chain of events.
Pure chaos.
15.
Yeah, you hear "Thump," and you move just in the nick of time, and this fucking arrowhead takes off just a little bit of like raccoon fur, and you see it as it just falls to the ground, and the arrow sinking
It's
into the ground.
I got a spear thrown at me.
Uh.
Who the fuck did that, by the way? And I start like looking around to see if I could. Can I make a perception check to see if I see Crom?
You can, because you're currently in a tree, so there's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay, how do I roll with disadvantage again?
Right click on yep. Right click on it and then click disadvantage.
Okay, perception. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've been using D&D Beyond for like 6.5, 7 years, and I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that's a 6.
16. I would say that knowing the way that you know the island, being that you've been here as long as you can or have been, it takes you a second, but you're able to see that there are 5 other people currently on your shore.
So
Okay,
can
first
I?
of all-
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
She said,
Well,
first of all, owl.
Point of order. I didn't throw a spear at you. It was a javelin.
Either way, that hurt. So like, I have my arm kind of tucked in, and I like loosely try to get down out of it.
That hurt.
That was spot on, Crom.
I'm going to kill him. Where are you all from? First of all.
Are you still in the tree?
No, I like came down.
Okay. What were you about to do, babe, before the audio caught up to her lips moving?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You're able to slide down the tree. What are you guys doing now that she's oh, you need to actually describe what your character looks like.
Didn't I do that already?
I don't think you did. I think we got sidetracked. Did she? Okay. Cool. Then
Yes,
we
she
don't have
did.
to worry about that.
She gave the basic description. yeah.
Okay. Then I missed it. Okay. So let's role play this out.
Are you gonna tell me where you're from, or did you just appear out of thin air?
I was born
Okay, I think
in a forest.
Not that far back, you buffoon. Where did you come from to get here?
Barbarian.
God, this is gonna go
That
so well.
explains a lot about you. I look at the raccoon. And I say, please tell me where you're from. I'm tired. I just got javelined.
We already answered this question. We're from Belfast. We just arrived here,
I just stopped and I'm like,
albeit
wait,
in a mildly unconventional way.
wait a minute. Oh, from Belfast.
Yes, just said that. Pay attention. Keep up.
I think she may be hard of
Oh,
hearing,
maybe.
Poppy.
Or a little slow.
Did the king send you?
What do you
Why
know
are
about
you
the kid?
asking?
I think we need to have a change in demeanor in this conversation. And then I invite all of them into my tiny little hut if Crom can fit.
I'm going to say that not all of you can fit into this little tiny hut.
Yeah,
I'll
me
be
and
right
Cro-
back. I gotta go get my javelin.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna pick
lean
up
into
her arrows
Crom.
so she can't have it back.
Oh wait, Poppy got the arrow. Never mind.
Can I
Oh,
make a
sorry.
perception check to see them take the arrow, to see if I can notice them take the arrow?
What is your passive perception?
It is, where did it go?
It'll be
It's on the
13.
right.
yeah, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
Nope.
4.
There's a lot going on. So while you're trying to usher people in,
Yeah.
she's able to grab the arrow with you not noticing. You would also think that after not seeing people for as long as you've been on this island, that there would be a sense of excitement. So Crom steps off to start trying to find his javelin. She's able to pull it up. Babe, are you going into the hut as she's inviting you guys in? It's not very big.
No, I'm gonna stand I'm gonna lean against the doorway.
Okay.
I'll follow her in.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her in and sit in a corner.
Okay, for you guys who have watched Alone, this is like a survival shelter. This is not like somebody's, cabin. It's definitely taken care of because she's been living in it for a while, but everything inside of it is makeshift. Like it's been, you find things that have washed up on shore that she's utilized to survive on this island for quite a while. There's not a whole bunch of chairs. As she's been there by herself, there's not been a need for multiple chairs and a table and all of that shit. She's been surviving. So that's the feel that you guys get when you walk into the hut.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around. Have you been here for very long?
I don't know exactly how long, but I have been here for a while. I actually got sent on the same mission. I got sent on a mission by the king as well.
And which group did you come with?
He said, I think there was one more group before us. I don't know of any others, how many others after that have made it through. Didn't want to go originally, but it was the preferred alternative when the king and I were speaking last. And my boat was much kind of similar to what happened to yours. I'm assuming, and I'm the only one who survived my mission, and I have not been able to find a way off of this bloody island since. And then all of a sudden, you all have showed up, and that's pretty much it.
Where's... I'm gonna start looking around for Azula. See if I can see her like out the door.
Carrie, are you still out wandering around, or did you find your way to the shack with everybody?
Yeah, at this point, I have noticed that everyone's gone, and I've spotted the shack and kind of like beelined it.
Okay.
Azula,
Yes.
she came here with another party on behalf of the king. Did your brother not also travel here?
He was on an expedition and hasn't been heard from since. An expedition to this island.
What party member, who was with you, Gwen?
Was an elf, there was a goblin, there was a couple of other people. Nobody that looked like you, unfortunately. Azula, is that your name?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Not to say that, I mean, this island is fairly large. He could have came through on a different side and washed up somewhere else. I honestly haven't had a chance to explore.
Okay, real quick, just meta for everybody who's watching. If you didn't watch the very first episode, there have been multiple campaigns of people sent to this island to try to find this flower to save the king. The ones that have been sent, because they got the message at level 1, they had sent high level characters the first time. And as he's been sending people out, it's been decreasing in character strength because he's been sending the adventurers just trying to get people to get this flower, and he's desperate. So you guys are well aware that there have been multiple adventuring parties sent out this way, and she has actually, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I do. Suspense.
Suspense. Have you explored any more of the island other than just this beach?
Not really. The people here are, how do I say this delicately? Not nice. And they don't like outsiders very much. And so, therefore, I have politely bargained this little hut and this little patch for me to be on. And I try to respect that boundary because I like living for the most part if I can get off of this island. There is a river at 100 yards in that way. That is the furthest I've gone to. You all look pretty roughed up. I don't have blankets or anything like that. What do you all need?
I think we're pretty well stocked up. But
We're here
we're
to
not
look
going to... Please, Alice, go ahead.
No, this is out of the game. We're here to look for this flower thing, right? For this king.
Yes.
Found
Yeah,
my
it's
javelin.
Good for you, Craw. Excellent,
I'm gonna
buddy.
clap.
Wait, where'd you all go?
Oh,
I see the snake.
In the hut, Craw.
Oh,
I'm gonna take like a random frond that was just in my hut and I'm gonna take it and like wrap it around my arm to try to secure the wound that I received.
I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna say, I can fix that for you if you would like to donate one of your teeth.
I start laughing uncomfortably. And I just look at her and I say, no, no, thank you. This will work. This has worked multiple times. I'll be fine.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yes. Just keep in mind, I do offer services at a discounted rate for our group.
Noted.
Yes.
So, you all are still looking for the flower? What do you all want to do now?
I intend on continuing looking for the flower for the king.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got here.
She listens
Oh,
to the big guy.
Your house is really fucking small. Do you not have any friends?
Does it look like I have friends? No.
Okay.
She gave a whole speech before you showed up. The people here are mean to her.
It explains trying to shoot somebody when they knock on your damn door.
Right? I thought that was excessive. And I say all this fully aware that she can hear me.
I just wanted to protect myself.
You did a pretty shit job at it.
Would explain why
Thing.
she's hiding from the locals.
Well,
I'm Crumb, by the way. Hi.
hello, Crom. I'm Guinevere.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce all that.
You can call me Gwen.
Gwynny the Pooh, got it.
Please don't call me that.
It's too late. He's made his mind.
Guinevere,
Close enough.
you like the snake sister, not that one, the big one.
Like, look, have I been able to see Jessica the entire time?
Last we talked about the snake, it was on the beach in the sand, rolling around in the sand. I would imagine that at this point, what is it, 10 hours, babe, that the snake stays? Do you remember?
Yeah, and then it dissolved. It goes back into being a staff.
Okay. So yeah, there's a giant snake on the beach. I would say that if you poked your head out and looked in that direction, you'd be able to see it, but it wasn't something you were, looking for in the beginning.
I like go shuffle my way through the bodies that are in my hut, and I poke my head out, and then I look at Elith and say, "Please tell me she belongs to you.
Yes.
Please tell me."
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. You're not one of those like slaving people, are you? Belongs? That's an animal, okay?
Our
It's a
food's
whole-
good.
Okay.
It's a whole thing all its own. You can't just own things.
We have a bond, an appreciation
And make
of one
sure
another.
that she wasn't going to try to kill me. Or the
Not
nature.
unless I tell her to.
Now is a great opportunity for us to take another break so that I can go grab the food off the porch. I know that Nissa has to wrap up. She's going to be missing for the rest of the campaign. Now that she's been introduced, everybody knows who she is. Break time. I'm going to go grab the food, and then we'll pick up the role play as soon as we get back. You guys want to take like
Alright.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, adios, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you for playing tonight, Nissa. It has been fun to roleplay with you.
It has been fun. Okay, adios.
You look like a donut.
Oh, hasta luego.
Hey, what the fuck?
Ah.
Oh, kitty.
Okay, for $25, Chrome will kill Guinevere.
He will.
Don't do it. That was a joke. Please don't donate $25 for Chrome to kill Guinevere.
Do not do that, no.
Only if you split the $25 with Guinevere.
I mean, I can take your half off your corpse. That's fine.
Come. Down. Good girl. You can get. You're fine.
Good night, little spider.
Oh, you got dirt too?
Yeah.
Definitely going to take
That's what's wrong with this campaign. Not enough PvP.
a very real possibility that I have
Good time.
$12.
Don't sit down yet. No.
Milo, leave her alone. Stop being a dick.
Yeah, fucking dick, Lilo. Being a real cock right now.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Gwen.
Tech perspective, do you think that the mix-up is because I'm using my phone and not my computer camera?
Maybe.
Okay. I might try to use my computer camera next week. I just felt like my poor little MacBook wasn't going to be able to handle the stream plus Discord, but I'll play around with it and see if it'll be better for next time.
Yeah, you can hit me up at any point. We can give it a test.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes.
Netflix, now we're gonna start charging you $1 every time we forget our silverware.
Yeah. Them not giving us silverware, at least they didn't fuck the order up.
Yeah, I'd rather get silverware than a fucked up order.
Bandit, it's just it's two completely separate programs. One is we're basically all live streaming camera feeds to Chris's OBS. It works odd. It has been working out relatively well. But we'll just have to play around with it.
I mean,
I'm just
of
happy
course,
Chris's
that's a
internet's
problem.
able to keep up with both us live streaming everything to him and him broadcasting. It's not a program, it's actually web-based. It's pretty cool. I can send you the website later. We're not
Guys,
advertising for free.
I need like a rockin' ottoman or something for D&D that I could put my feet up on.
You know, I got a brand new, well, brand new to me, computer chair, specifically so that I could sit comfortably during D&D, and I didn't even bring it in.
Oh,
Damn. That's something I would do.
I was in New Jersey, and
Okay.
this guy was like, "We're throwing away all of our office furniture. Do you want anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, you guys have like really nice stuff. You guys are really rich. Sure." So I took all the chairs out of the boarding room, or the boardroom, because they get the good
Man,
stuff.
ship one to my house.
I'm pretty sure it'd be cheaper for you to buy a chair.
I'm kidding. My
I
ass has
looked
been in
them
this
up. They're
chair a
like,
lot today.
I mean, they're not like that expensive, but they're like $300 chairs.
Okay.
I mean, that's expensive to me. I mean, I know there are like the Herman Miller chairs that go for like potentially thousands of dollars, but I ain't doing that.
This staff of the Python doesn't actually have a time limit on it. It says you speak the bonus word to make it become a snake, and then you speak a bonus word to make it go back to not being a snake.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking
Dope.
wild.
Love that.
Ivy Place.
We are doing Outback for dinner. Thank you for asking. When everybody is... Oh, Zach just stepped away from the computer. How's everybody enjoying tonight's session?
I'm having fun.
I'm having a great time, even though I knew you weren't asking me.
I'm glad that everybody's having fun. You're right, though. I was definitely asking the chat to see how they feel about it. Dawn said she joined. She was somebody that joined Patreon. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Dawn.
My initial plan with this storm was to have you guys role play every aspect of it, like as the ship is cracking and the sails falling and making deck saves and trying to do all that shit. But knowing that we had to introduce 2 new characters tonight, I didn't want to create a whole lot of unnecessary time and have Abby sitting there doing absolutely nothing and then be like, all right, guys, we're wrapping up. We'll see you next time. And her not have any like actual interaction.
That makes sense.
Appreciate it.
I feel like that would have been really dick. I know you've been looking forward to this all day. You just sit there and shut the fuck up. Like,
Been like, damn, I could have gone to the Tennessee game.
there you go.
Which, has that started yet? It has not.
I really hope he went to go get his good chair.
Me too.
We've been sitting in our computer chairs all day because we were playing a game. We've been playing a game all day too.
Yeah, I saw you guys in Baldur's Gate earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a massive time sink.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to get into it. And that's also why we didn't jump into it and play knowing that we had D&D tonight.
We played for like 5 hours yesterday,
Wow.
and then decided we wanted to restart the game, so we restarted it again this morning.
Right.
I did not get my chair. I got some food instead.
Oh.
Shit.
Dora Lee, why has this session been so stressful for you?
Because we almost had a TPK in the water, and then Chrome's getting ready to fucking kill Gwen.
Why don't we try to
Listen.
kill Poppy?
I managed to save most of your asses.
It's adorable that you think you would get anywhere close to killing Poppy before you died.
I'm gonna die trying.
Crom likes me right now. I saved him from the ocean.
Let me let you in on a little secret, okay? Chrome fucking hurt before he got a second attack. Oh, coming in with the hot dad jokes. It's not too late for somebody to die to the storm. It's really a shame, your kingliness. We showed up and there was no sign of any previous survivors. And that's how we lost Nissa and Gwen.
Down. Down.
Am I able to see like the things? Like, are people like decorated with things?
What do you mean decorated with things?
Like, if someone had something really cool just hanging off the side of them, can I see that?
Yeah, I mean your passive perception will let you see what their characters look like and shit. Let me pull up your
Okay.
character sheet so that I know.
She made me feel like a Christmas tree. Decorated and shit.
Is there a fire in your, like a fireplace or like a fire pit in your hut?
I didn't think about that. Not.
It's a pretty small hut, man. I kind of feel like a
Yeah,
fire pit
it's
would burn
small,
down.
not inside, but like just right like outside in the area.
Well, I'm just gonna go get the wood and start a fire.
Thank you, Cole.
I'm gonna go help Crom get wood.
Okay.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna wait
head
for
out.
Pause.
No, ew. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I would like to rage.
Gary.
I'm clocking out.
Gary's like, yeah, I'm out. And
You see
that's how,
Crom getting visibly uncomfortable.
and that's how Gary quit D&D.
Emma, wish I had my arrow. Don't know what happened to it.
No, no idea.
Would I have like a spear? Because I'm assuming like I'm like fishing for most of my survival. So would I have like a spear or like a makeshift fishing line? That's what I was gonna go do before these random people showed up on my door.
I would say that you've managed to make some string or find string. You definitely have some sharpened sticks. You do have a dagger. You basically had what you had on you when you were shipwrecked.
Okay.
So like all of these guys being up on the deck when all of this was going on, it's not like they had time to grab their bedrolls and shit. So you guys are all in survival mode at this point. Somebody in the chat said, I have been anticipating the storm and not knowing how our team would make it. And then somebody else wrote, could you imagine if everyone in the team died in the storm? That could have happened.
I feel pretty confident that if you hadn't have hit me with a random battle, I could make it through that storm.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, we spent like the first half of this game trying to make sure that didn't happen. Like
Yeah,
we knew
really
it was going to
did.
be a big deal.
We spent a lot of time researching the storm situation.
All right. Before we jump back into this, go ahead.
No.
Before
we jump back in.
Abby, I need you to click on your spells and go through and pick your spell list, because right now all the things that you have are the things that come with your character, and there's no picked spells yet.
Oh.
If
How
you
do I pick a spell? Just click it?
yeah, you just click learn. But you have 3 cantrips and 9 spells that you can get. You can, I mean, you don't have to do this right now. I don't think you guys are going into combat. There might be some shit that you have to do for the rest of the session, but we normally wrap up at 8:30, 9 o'clock unless we're in combat. So, just something to think about while we're playing. If you can do both, if you're able to multitask, great. If not, we can figure that out after the session in between games. It doesn't really matter. All right. So now that everybody's back, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna ask, like, I'm sorry, like, where's the learn button?
It's manage spells. So
Manage
click on
spells,
spells. Yep.
Oh, look at that. Okay, continue.
So in general, just as a real quick pointer, you want to pick primarily your lower level spells, and then have some higher level spells that you can use probably, because you can upcast a lot of your spells from like your first level spells to second and third level.
Anything that you pick this game, I'm not going to hold you to. We can help you with your spell list in between sessions, and then we'll cement it from there.
Okay.
All right, so back into the game. You guys are in her hut. Crom is on the outside of the hut, starting a fire, which is good because it's starting to get dark. It's been a hell of a day. You guys have had, though you haven't had like any type of combat. It's the adrenaline and the anticipation of what's happening, and the fact that you are now on this island without your ship. There's a lot of stress that happened. There's a lot of exhaustion. How would you guys like to wrap up this evening? Is there things that you would like to do? Would you like to hunt, fish? Do you want to go to the water source? What is it that you guys are doing for the evening before you take your long rest?
I'm gonna ask if I'm gonna volunteer to go fill up my or anybody's water skin.
I'm gonna pass mine. Just to get
I'm
a
gonna
top off.
pass mine.
I'm gonna walk with Crom to get water so I can also fill up mine.
Okay.
I am going to. Is there like is it sun setting? Is it already dark out? What is the time
No,
look like?
you're in golden hour.
All right, I'm gonna try to find like a small wading pool and maybe look for like oysters or clams, something that we can.
I would like to
need-
point out that I love you, and the fact that I just said a photography reference and you knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about for time frames is incredible.
Yeah.
Proud husband photographer moment. Just saying.
Thank you.
So you're gonna go look for clams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gwen, do you know of a town anywhere near here? Not for today, but for tomorrow.
The city capital is
Mm-mm.
no, I have no
He's
idea.
like, nope. Stop talking.
Your character wouldn't
I
have
have
gone to
no
any of that.
You're a nicer DM than I am because I would totally would have let her say it, then just let you walk off and then go, yeah, you guys ended up in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
I was about to talk out of my ass, so thank you.
Her
All right, then.
character didn't see what you guys see as she came in, so
I am going to go find myself a tree to sleep in.
okay. Maybe you can make an investigation check or a nature check to see if you can find some clams. Crom and Azula, as you guys are walking through the woods, I need give me 4 perception checks.
Each?
Yep. 2 on the way there, 2 on the way back. They did not cook my burger nearly enough.
I'm
8.
sorry, babe.
Damn. 8, a 6. So 4 all at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll them all at once.
8 and a 6.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go fishing.
A 22.
Okay,
and an
Carrie, that's not what I meant. No, you're good though.
Oh. What the
Oh, you got a 22. I don't know why I thought you rolled all of your dice together. Okay, so you got a 22, a 6, a 4. What was the last one?
An 8.
Okay. All right, Zach, go ahead and roll yours too.
Sorry, I was muted. I got 17, 16, 10, and 10.
Okay.
She did not roll below a 6, by the way. 8, 6, 22, 11.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I saw 4. Anyways, with a 22, as you guys are walking out to the water, there are some game trails out here, and being that you both have spent adequate times in the woods, you notice that there is actually a trail that looks like it's more than just a game trail. It's a little bit too wide. It is well worn. So it's either a really big fucking animal or there has been a person tracking back and forth from the jungle to this water from the opposite side. I now need to blow my nose. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't want to be wiping snot on my fucking shirt.
Work stuff.
Oh, sorry about that.
You should be. Matt Mercer would never blow his
I know,
nose.
right? What the fuck? I need to channel my inner DM. What is going on over here?
Or he would at least make it make sense in game. You feel a strong wind.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? You guys collecting your
was
water?
that, sorry, was that the end of the description?
Yep.
How wide like is the river? Like, is it crossable by foot reasonably?
Yeah, I mean it's a water source. It's not like make an investigation check. Let's see how much I'm gonna give you.
14.
Looking at the water and listening, you could definitely cross this if you wanted to. It's not super deep. It is clear water. It's clean. Looking around and listening, you can hear the sound of water running, like waterfall, off in the distance. Can't see it from where you're at, but you get an idea that this waterfall is coming from a mountain somewhere. Water source is coming from, yeah.
Okay. Azula, we should probably check that out. Probably tomorrow. I don't know that venturing further into the wilderness in the dark is a winning proposition.
Not after what we were just through.
Yeah, I think we count our lucky stars for the night.
Agree.
Do you mind filling up the rest of these water skins?
Sure.
And Crom's gonna go sit next to one of the trees for a while,
Okay.
and then we'll make our way back.
Okay. On the way back with the other two perception checks that you guys made, it is a fairly uneventful thing. You do find a couple more game trails. You get the feeling that being this close to the ocean, like this is the only drinkable water source that's near here. So this is where everything is drinking. In the event that you guys wanted to actually try to hunt something, this would probably be a safe area to do it. But you guys make it back to the hut pretty uneventful. While they're doing that, what are the three of you doing?
I am doing my thing, trying to collect some food for tonight before we go to sleep to kind of recuperate from the trauma of that storm.
Okay, go ahead and make that roll for me. You can do nature or investigation to see if you find any clams.
I'm just chilling
Give me a
in.
seven.
Jenny, do you have Goodberry as a spell?
I don't.
Okay. With a 7, you find one or two mussels out there. You're not finding a ton. Lucas Bud just sent us $10 super chat that said, I'm going to be chaotic and give disadvantage. Love y'all. So I need a D6 rolled, and the 6 will be Nissa. So that way, that was quick. 3. That goes to Crom.
Fuck me.
That's two in a row tonight.
Or Grom.
Okay, so what are you guys, Jenny, what were you doing?
I'm hanging out in Gwen's tree.
Okay. And Gwen, what are you doing now that you've got strangers on your beach, one in your tree? There's a giant fucking snake in the sand, and you are, I would imagine that your character's pretty overwhelmed after not seeing people for what you believe to be at least a year. How is Gwen handling this?
Gwen is going to go fishing, and she's going to hopefully grab or catch enough fish for her newfound guests, and is going to try to make a peace offering and prepare a meal for these people because they're probably very hungry.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a nature check for me, or survival, whichever you choose. I think both of those are fitting.
Survival.
Now, you also, as a bard, have something called bardic inspiration, and you can give yourself an additional d6, I think, at your level that you would be able to utilize as well with your roll. And then there are other spells that you can take later in the game that will give you abilities as well, like enhance ability. I think Jenny has guidance or bless. I think
Is a
bless
D8
is
right now for
it's a D8
inspiration?
already. Holy shit! Okay, so if you would like to roll a bardic inspiration die with your roll, that'll bump those numbers up quite a bit. Could potentially. So you just roll
Is it just
a D8. It's if you look at the dice thing on the left where the little red dice is on the bottom, it's the third one from the bottom. If you hover, it'll tell you which dice it is. Yeah, what, I'm sorry, what?
survival check was 6, and then the D8 was 7, so that together 13.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to snag something. You're able to get a fish that you're able to bring back in. Zach, when you got back to camp, are you starting that fire?
I would have started it before I left.
Okay. So you guys have open flame. There's now a fish for food. Water skins have been filled. Poppy is currently in a tree just kind of doing what raccoons do. I'm going to let you guys role play out the rest of the evening.
I'm going to look at Poppy and be like, her fur looks so soft. I want to touch it. She might bite, so I'm not going to.
H, did you say Ellis is sleeping?
No, she was looking for sea creatures and clams and nourishment for dinner, but I have 2. I come back with 1 clam in each hand and present it to the party. I have tried to sustain our survival.
If it's unappreciated, and then I
Come.
present the fish that I was able to catch that will feed all of us. And then I will just go around the circle and ask people where, like, they're now that I know they're not going to kill me. I'm curious about their backstory, so I guess I'll just start with Ellis, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
ask, so what's with you and the giant snake? Like, tell me more. Like, tell me about you.
Ah, yes. Well, I am Yanti Pureblood. I like to slither my tummy in battle is, in my mind, very convenient. Jessica is my staff, whom comes and goes as I please, and I am very fond of. I am an black market underground doctor, you can say.
You said you would take care of, and I point to my arm.
Yes. Yes, I am also a necromancer. I collect things of the morbid nature. And I like
do you
teeth.
collect? What do you collect?
Teeth.
That's why you wanted molars earlier. Got it.
Yes. Yes, very fascinating. Everyone tells a story, and most of them is poor hygiene.
Oh, I'll have your collection with you. Did that survive?
I do. I do. Yes. I also
Interesting.
have hair. I have bones. I have a heart. I have eyeballs. I am planning something.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Zula, what about you? When's the last time you talked to your brother?
A long time ago, he disappeared on an expedition to this island. And this is the closest I've got to possibly recovering him. Or even finding out if he's still alive.
I hope we find him for you.
That would be
And I look. Oh yeah.
that would be nice.
Assuming I'm looking up at Crom still because he's huge. And what's your story?
Uh, you know, I'm Crumb the Small,
Hold
professional bat. Yeah.
on. Question. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. This early on. Crom the Small.
Yeah. Do you need
I
me to spell
mean,
it?
no. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't realize we were being all snippy and snarky. I can
that
be
was me.
that way too.
Apologize. Filter does not
Yes.
happen. I know I'm not the tallest in the bunch, standing at 4.5 feet tall, but I definitely would not categorize you as small. You're quite large. Was that intentional?
Uh, I was given the name by someone who was much larger than me.
Ah, okay.
So if you would have let me get to my point, I was raised by giants,
Oh. Aren't you a
and
giant?
they always called me Crom the Small. I was the only person that was even close to my height was my brother. We were both half breeds. I mean, he was bigger than I was, but Dad was kind of an asshole.
Oh,
But yeah, then some shit went down, and I got expelled from my clan. So I went to Elephant Rock searching for, different signs of my brother or the clan, and I didn't find them. And Elephant Rock seemed a nice enough place to try to get some shit together. I made some good money fighting. You could ask Azulu about that one.
He's a hell of a fighter.
they get you kick your ass.
No, it was a really good fight. It was neck and neck to the end.
Hey. Nod over in acknowledgement to Azulin. Respect. And then are you done? I don't enter.
I don't know, Gwynny the Pooh. Yeah, I'm probably done.
Going. It's so old, so fast. Okay. Poppy,
Yes.
your story, and can I just like lightly, respectfully, just brush your arm because your fur looks very soft, and I want to touch it.
It used to be soft before
I
cut some of it off.
would rather you didn't. I'm not a big fan of being petted. I'm not a house cat.
I will respect your boundaries, but I'm very interested to learn. Now, sorry, out of game. Did I see her go from dolphin to raccoon?
No, we would have been so far away.
Sorry, I was muted. You did not.
I did not. Okay. Have I come across a talking raccoon before? Because I feel like that's kind of a cool thing.
I no, the race is kind of rare. Carrie, stop it. You're not a photographer. The Maypock race is pretty rare. So I would say no, you haven't actually seen her race before.
Okay.
but there are other creatures that you've come in contact with that kind of look familiar because she does look like a raccoon. So
Oh. Now, I'm just so curious, Poppy. You can talk.
Yeah.
That's so impressive. How did you? How? Please tell me your entire life story. I'm all ears, and I like am very intrigued in Poppy. So I like kind of pivot and like put my hands, like put my elbows on my knees and put my like hands on my cheeks, and I'm just listening.
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
very
lean
much
in
interest
Crom
in.
and say, should we watch this one the same way you watched me around the gnome?
I kind of think so. Kind of seems weird.
Yes.
And that red skin.
It's a lot. It's a drastic.
Yeah. I mean, her skin's kind of a flag. I don't know what color flag it is. I've got one in mind, but
Uh, so there's not much to tell about me. I was raised in a clan of druids, and our clan is very secluded, and I decided to venture off on my own. And I've just been joining various parties of adventurers since then.
It's so fascinating. You just don't want to say adorable because that sounds very like tongue in cheek, but I'm so interesting, and I'm very here for it. And we just converse, and I would ask Nissa, but I'm assuming she's not present.
Yep.
we'll say that she's asleep already.
Okay. Why did you all find that one? It's so small. Is she my height or is she shorter than me?
Well, she's
I believe she's the
little.
same height as Jenny, so she'd be 3 foot, 3.5 foot, something like that. She's definitely shorter than you.
She's so small.
We found that one locked up on a ship.
Oh. Okay. Tell you why she was locked up on the ship.
Apparently, she is unable to respect other people's possessions.
Hmm. Interesting. And I kind of like scoot away from her. I know she's asleep, but just instinctively, I just scoot away. Well, I feel like I've been listening and babbling on. So, do you all have any questions for me?
Did anybody else survive from the ship, or just you?
Just me. That's all I know.
And how did you end up on an expedition for the king?
Well, as I said, the king gave me two choices the last time I spoke with him, and this was the better choice. So I agreed to the mission.
What was the other choice?
To lose my hands.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
and
familiar.
yeah,
that's
what
something
were
you
you
and the little
doing?
one have in common.
Yes.
Certainly
And
is.
what?
What did you do
Person.
to cause a threat of losing your hands?
A person who just happened to be wearing a black cloak had a really cool pocket watch on him, and I thought that I could try to sneak it away from him, and that did not work out too well. So, got arrested, got sent in front of the king, and he originally wasn't even gonna give me an option, and then I kind of wowed him with my cool musical playing skills, and then he then gave me the option to go on this mission, and I kind of understand why now. I think he just wanted me off the Velvet Rock.
What instrument did you play for the king?
Oh, I play all the instruments. It's so fun. I played the lute, and then whenever he wasn't impressed with that, I brought out my bagpipes, and he was enamored with my bagpipe performance. It was amazing. I don't know where they are currently. I kind of lost them a couple of days ago, so I'm not able to perform for you tonight. But if I find them, I will give you all a performance.
We like music around here.
Yes. Yes. I too am fond of bagpipes.
Well, I do hate that of all the days. I don't know why they ever created.
As a DM, the hardest part of being a DM is not interjecting as a player because I want to ask questions. And I know that if I want to ask questions as just watching you guys have this interaction, that the chat probably fucking does too. I feel like I'm watching D&D.
Well, thanks for dinner. I think I'm gonna go walk the shore and see if anything else or anyone else washed ashore.
Yes, survivors.
Go ahead, let me know if you want me to.
Most likely corpses, but
Ah, yes. I will join Crom.
I will also assist you in helping you find survivors.
I'm going to sleep in my tree.
and I'll take one of my torches and light it on the fire.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna find a place to rest at this point.
Okay. So the three of you start looking for survivors. Azula takes the downtime. Poppy stays in the tree. Do all of who has? I know Ellis has dark vision. Tiefling
I do not.
does as well. Okay. So
I do as well,
okay.
but I'm sleeping.
Yeah. So Zach, you're the only one who has to carry a torch. The three of you make your way up and down the shoreline looking for survivors. You find a lot of debris. Gwen, this is the first time in a while that you've seen anything like this wash up on shore. There are. Let's have some investigation checks as you guys are finding this shit. Let's see. We'll do 2 rolls each. One will be for bodies, and one will be for usable items.
I got 14 and 21.
Okay, so on the bodies, okay, I'll just make a note.
Oh, hold on, I gotta find this dude's name. Lucas. Fuck you, Lucas.
Oh, because of the disadvantage.
Yeah. So the first one's a 5, ignoring the natural 20.
Ouch. Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Well, the next roll you
The
don't
second one's
have
an 11.
disadvantage on, so at least the first one's for bodies. The second one is for usable items.
5 and 11 for me.
Okay, Gwen.
I got 5 and 12.
All right. So in terms of bodies, babe, you find Sarah's body washed up on shore. There are a lot of the crew that you recognize that have been extremely fucked up. There's a dude laying out that's got his arm ripped off. People who have parts of their brain showing on the beach. Like there is a lot of death going on because of the way that the ship crashed and the amount of rocks and shit that were underneath of it when it did. So in total, you guys find Sarah, and we'll call it between the 2 5 rolls and the 14 roll, we'll call it another 18 of the crew. They're
Okay.
all dead. And then in the items that you guys find that are usable, baby rolled a 21.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you find 2 of the packs, and we can roll a d6 to see whose items they are. So if you would like to roll a d6. Roll it twice.
1.
Well, 1 pack is yours. So you get your bedroll and all of your gear back.
And then Crom.
Okay. All right. So you guys find the 2 packs. Gwen, you have a want to collect as much stuff as you can as you have been surviving on this island for as long as you've been on the island. So as they're walking past grabbing things, you're looking for things that the normal person would not be looking for. So anytime you find a rope that's not destroyed or more than like a foot long, you're grabbing that shit. Any type of straight wood that's not, splintered and cracked and broken, any type of anything that you think that could be used for survival, you've been kind of hoarding as you go. It's interesting, as you guys are going, Crom and Ellis both notice this. You are picking up things that they otherwise wouldn't be picking up. Would anybody like to have conversations about that, or do you want to just kind of say that I've already explained it and we're moving on? Like, how do you guys want to handle that situation?
It's up to them. I'm okay with moving on.
Okay.
You know, we've got a decent amount of supplies here. I don't know what Alice has in her pack. I've got quite a bit in mine.
I have a lot of things, yes.
I don't want to impose. It's kind of, I'm just used to it at this point in time. Might as well strike. Well, the iron is hot. But well, the tide's low.
Okay.
I have 10-day rations in my bag.
I
I'm
have
just gonna
What
keep
a lot of
collecting.
rope, a lot of torches, a lot of rations.
I'm just gonna keep collecting because I don't quite trust them yet, and I'm used to this, so I'm just gonna kind of nod and be like, "Oh, okay, good for you," and keep going.
I'm gonna walk with her and continue to collect and see what she is looking for, and just prompt her with, "So who are you?"
My name is Guinevere, like I told you, and
Ah, yes, no. Beneath that, who are you?
I'm the eldest of three sisters. Came from a decent home, and got the adventure bug, kind of similar to Poppy, and my sisters and I used to try to steal toys from each other, so that's where that bug kind of came from, and that's why I tried to take the pocket watch, and
Mm.
basically it. I just had to perform, I like to sing, and occasionally, see if I can spot
Yes.
something that is interesting.
So you just tried to steal a pocket watch one day? That was the thing.
That was the time I got caught.
What?
Well, that was the time I got caught and captured.
Ah.
Yeah. Back home, had a whole closet of things. I just like having things. Things are fun.
Mm.
I would like to point out that we have a rogue in the group and two other kleptos.
Yeah.
One collects teeth, one collects shiny things, and the other one's just a straight up thief.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
I
sure
have
that
the
won't be a
same thing.
problem later at all,
What?
No, not at all.
No.
especially not with a hostile civilization on this island.
It's fine. Tell me about you. I know you said you're a necromancer. What caused you to be that?
Ah, yes, I come from a cult.
Oh,
Yes, my parents died. They died, and I was found wandering, very lovingly nurtured, and the cult leaders saw my capabilities and taught me things that I recognize may not be polite conversation. I'm learning. Chrome is teaching me the ways of mindfulness in a
well,
way.
it makes you feel any better. It's been a very long time since I've had a pleasant conversation, and you're doing great.
I appreciate that. And I'm gonna give the creepiest grin I can give.
I'm gonna take like a couple of steps away just to get distance.
And I'm gonna take one step closer because I don't understand what's happening.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just I like my personal space.
Yes. Oh, yes, personal space. That's something I've also heard of. Yes.
It's
You see, in the
very
cult,
nice.
us being reptiles, we don't produce body heat, so we sleep in piles. And there is a lot of bleeding boundaries.
Did somebody say blood?
Yes. Where?
Who's bleeding? Can
Oh
I make
no.
it worse?
I am still actually. It did take
I
7
can
points of.
fix that for you.
7.
I'm not taking
That's
my.
listen. That's a scratch. Okay. I take
one
7 points of
thing.
damage for breakfast.
Love that for you. I'm not a giant, nor do I fight for a living.
I'm not a fucking giant. Did you listen to anything I had to say?
Right, you're from the small.
There's a word for what you're being, but I can't pronounce it.
It was this that did it for me.
I. It starts with a K, and it ends with ing, and I don't know what the rest is.
Killing?
But you're being it. No, it's not kidding. That's me.
Oh, yes. I just
We'll get
almost
that moment.
instinctively said it in character.
I'm not
Can
gonna
I
lie,
say
still
that
have
on
no-
Twitch? Ah, yes. He means cunt.
No,
Hey.
that's not it either. I think I read it in
Oh.
that diary.
I think you just wanted to say that.
That's really what I thought he meant. I'm gonna be honest. I really thought that's what he meant.
No, short words I can get. I know cunt, okay? Well, I don't know cunt, but I know the word cunt.
Yes.
I think I know what word you're talking about because I've metagamed, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't know anything. Thank you, Jenna.
Yeah, if it starts with a K and ends with ing, that's probably it.
Okay.
It's long.
Um,
It's like, you know those sounds you make with your mouth? It's like a bunch of
what?
them. No, no, no,
Oh.
no. The short sounds.
Oh, syllables.
No, I don't have any syllables.
Oh,
Do you
this is
know
gonna
what
be.
a syllable is, Chrome?
Isn't that thing you hit with a stick and it makes a ringing sound?
That's the symbol.
I thought a symbol was the thing that you write. It's like a picture and it means something.
Close. I can tell you are really trying your best, and I want to acknowledge that.
It's a good thing I come from a noble family, Crom. I will, if we're able to get this off the island, I will get you access to the best tutors.
Is that like a potato dish?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I'll take food.
Yes, it is. And then I know I can't like reach his shoulder, so I'll just like gently tap his knee because that's like the closest thing I can reach.
Is this something on my leg?
No, just hope you enjoy your potatoes if we get off the island.
Can you ask before you touch me next time?
Yes, sir.
He will have what he calls a bitch fit.
Oh. All right. Well,
My father used to have them all the time.
that explains a lot.
I bet your father drank.
I mean, we all drank.
Well, do you all need any other assistance finding things, or you'll have about everything you need?
Hey, Elith,
Yes,
you remember when we were watching Sarah fight and she was like a badass?
I do. I do
She's
recall that.
fucking dead now and we're not.
That dead bitch. No, wait, are we hyped about
Yeah.
this? Ah,
What a pussy.
straight.
Can't even survive one little storm. Remind me to thank Poppy when we get back. See, the power is not in what you can do, it's who you know.
Yes.
And apparently, she was a loner. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of bodies around her, but they're all dead, so she didn't know the right
You-
people.
Do you want to help me get her scapulas out?
Is that the thing you turn meat with?
It could be.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of want to go to the body too to see if she has anything cool because I might want to try to take it. So
I was wondering if anybody's going to try to loot her body. Go ahead and make an investigation
Yeah.
check.
Listen, I'm
Um,
trying not to meta too much, okay? Like, this is like a 14th level rogue. Of course I want to fucking loot the body.
I'm gonna stop Gwen from doing anything because there is a level of respect here. You do not know this person. We get first dibs.
We have to pay all respects to the dead in the same way that we paid all respects to our fallen cleric.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I gotta pull up her character sheet real quick because
and by the way, stand by close though, so I can kind of keep an eye and see what they're finding.
yeah, I mean, unless they make you go away, that's definitely not a problem. She has.
There's
Let
a
me know-
very nice
Let me
rock
know
here.
when we start role playing walking over there.
Okay, so you guys start making your approach.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
That's a 22. I'm passing Elith my dagger.
I'm gonna take it.
You got to make a perception check and make sure you see what he's trying to do
Fuck.
because he's trying to be stealthy.
21.
Okay. Gwen, you make one as well.
Too
Oh,
busy
no,
looking at my
that's a
tall ass
5.
head.
Got to beat a 22 on your perception.
She rolled a 5.
Okay. All right. So you pass the dagger. She accepts it.
Gwen, can I confess something?
Yes.
Yes.
And as I'm gonna like turn and I'm gonna gently push Ellis towards the body, just like mid back, just like give her a gentle, not like a shove, just like pushing
I'm
her
gonna
on a
skip.
little bit.
I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna feel the push. I'm gonna start skipping.
My father, he was a mean man, and I'll just kind of like sit down in the sand. I'm facing away from the ocean.
Okay.
My father was a mean
High
man.
level.
Nobody's ever really taken the time to listen. Do you mind? Do you mind if I tell you a little bit about my family?
I make an insight check.
Sure.
Jesus Christ, that's a 7. So I'm just gonna be like, sure.
You know, you do get the sense that not a lot of people have listened to his about his family.
Tell me everything, Chrome. I'm so ready to listen.
You know, my father was just kind of an asshole. He was like 27 feet tall, and
That's cool.
he was very tall. You know, he was a storm giant. You know, and you know, we get drunk after raids, and he would just lose his shit. And I know you haven't seen this yet, but I can get bigger, and it seemed like he could get bigger too. Like, what's twice as big as 27 feet? Like 227 feet.
Because I don't know either. Like that sounds correct.
Yeah, and he was just a real asshole. And sometimes he wouldn't be very nice about it. And like, he never got me any toys. I had to find like rocks in the forest.
Just nodding, listening.
Yeah, and then like, when I did find rocks, he would like take the rocks and he would smash them with his foot. It's probably not very good for his feet. It's probably why he
No.
complained about his feet hurting all the time. You know what they say, sticks and stones may break your bones, but your fathers, they hurt worse.
Oh my god.
So, babe, while he's doing this, what are you doing, Ellis?
I am approaching Sarah's body, and I am going to say like a silent prayer, like thanking for the kind of like a prayer over food.
Okay.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Amen.
Yeah.
And
Winter, winter, chicken dinner. I'm about to be a sinner.
yes, that's fantastic. And I'm gonna start with just pulling everything out of her pockets and shoving it into my bag.
Okay.
And I'm going to very finessely um, butcher her body.
Okay, before you do that, I need to know what you're putting. Are you putting it into a bag of holding, or are you putting it into your pockets or a purse or whatever? Do you
Bag of
have a
holding.
bag of holding?
I'm almost certain I have a bag of holding. Yeah.
She does. It's her and Poppy that have her 2 bags of holding.
Okay, so then let me tell you what you're pulling out before you just start cramming shit in your bag, because that may change your mind. So while their conversation is going on, you start pulling things off of Sarah's corpse, and you get a bag of holding, or a bag
Okay.
that looks similar to the one that you have, a fool's rapier. You guys can look all this shit up later. You're gonna end up identifying it and shit anyway, so it's gonna save me time.
Okay.
Armor of necrotic resistance. It's padded armor she's wearing. And then a critical dagger.
Okay.
And as for what's in her bag of holding, you would have to actually dump it out to find out what all's in there, because it's not your bag. So I need to know, are you putting the bag of holding inside of the bag of holding that you currently have?
No, I'm gonna remove all of her things and put it into her bag of holding.
Okay.
And if I were to put her bag of holding into my bag of holding, would it like collapse the universe?
It would explode.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
That feels like something Grandma might have mentioned.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, is hers identical to mine?
It looks like your bag.
All right, so I'm gonna take one of my nails and just scratch the top of hers so I know which one's which.
Okay.
And then I'm going to butcher her body. I want the eyeballs.
At this point, you can just tell me all the things that you want to take. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You have butchered enough bodies at this point that you've gotten proficient at it. So,
So, all right, eyeballs, the scapula, the shoulder blades. I want to take her right clavicle
okay.
and her teeth and one femur.
Okay. And all of this is happening while the conversation was happening between Gwen and Crom, which can continue now that we know what Ellis is doing while she's doing it.
And I'm gonna be humming. Baby got back, but the medieval version.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Baby got back. That's what you guys hear in the background of this conversation.
Amazing.
And then when I got back from the forest, he just like decked me in the face for no reason, right? Blood coming down my nose. You see how my nose isn't perfectly straight? That's him right there.
And I can't stop staring.
I just
Can I metagame and ask a question really quickly?
Absolutely. That's what we do.
Okay, perfect. Would it make sense to cast Bardic Inspiration right now or no?
Well, it would have made sense to do it on yourself while you were trying to make those rolls. But if you want to aid Ellis in taking body parts, you can do that as well. Think of Bardic Inspiration as just a way to give somebody an additional dice roll that will either, I guess, with the 2024 will regain hit points, because they can use it to heal, or it gives you extra numbers on your attack and or damage. I actually don't think damage is a thing. I think it's attack and checks. I have to look though, because the new rules are still.
Okay, then
No.
it's not gonna do what I wanted it to do, so never mind.
you could
Okay.
totally give me background music though.
Just kidding. Oh man.
And anyway, that's when my father started blasting.
So
I'm just gonna take out my lute and just like lightly drum like the douchebag who played the ukulele at university. To give some like empathetic music to help Crom's story. And then whenever he's finished, question.
Okay. I can role play up finishing up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. And then, when I finally got to Elephant Rock, I ran into this man. He helped me so much, and he gave me some of the best advice I had ever heard. And he said, Crom, somebody's gonna row you. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Shut the fuck up. That was a genius. Oh god, that was genius setup. That is my type
Genius.
of comedy. Bravo.
That was pretty good.
The entire diversion was for that.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Now that we're finally eye level, I'm gonna put. Oh wait, no, I can't. I'm like,
And then he
Crom,
told me that if I ever wanted to make a friend, I would know that I would make a friend in a far off land if they ever took their hand and they held it out, and I'll hold my hand out, and you hold your finger up, your pointer finger up, and you put your thumb out, directly out to the side, and you hold it up to your head, right? It has to be your left hand. And that's when you would know, because it looks like an L, and the L stands for long lost friend.
Can I hear this conversation happening?
Yes.
I'm gonna be in the background, like with one knife in one hand, covered in blood, trying to figure out what he's saying.
And I think you might be that friend, but I haven't seen you do the sign yet. So I'm
Can I do
still.
an insight check to see if he's still stalling or if he's genuine about this?
Sure.
God.
You want me to roll a deception check?
Yes. Because you are intentionally trying to deceive.
It's a natural one.
Funny as fuck.
I got a 12.
We've smashed Mount 2 foot close to the sun.
You kind of get the feeling that he's fucking with you.
I look at his hands and look at the loser shape, and I'm like, I wasn't born yesterday. I know what that sign means. But
When were you
I'm
born?
sorry about it. Don't worry about it. I am sorry about everything that happened with your father. And if I may place my hand on your shoulder, can I do that, or are you gonna cut my hand off?
I'd really rather you just held it up to your forehead.
I'm not-
I'm just in my homelands. This is a pretty big sign of disrespect. The fact that you
Either
don't embrace different cultures is kind of shocking in this day and age.
I'm gonna interject.
My culture.
Is my character done with what she's doing?
Yeah, I would say at this point he's been distracting her the
Alright.
entire time.
So I'm gonna approach up behind From with my hand to my forehead and be like, is this it? Am I correct?
Yes. Perfect, Ellis. I've never felt closer to you. Through all the trials and tribulations, this is the
Thank
moment
you.
when that really sealed it for me.
I really
So I feel like-
tried to understand because this is confusing. The letters, the dyslexia kicked in.
Yeah.
I feel like Ellis doing it makes her kind of want to cave, so she'll reluctantly sigh and will put her hand up to her forehead and will say, Crom, your father's actions are not your fault. You don't need to pay his debt. You're a good man, Crom.
Oh no, I'm kind of an asshole, but yeah, that's not
He
my dad's
is.
fault.
He is a dick sometimes.
Well, don't take the fucking compliment. Never mind.
funny.
That's
I
also
like
a
her.
cultural custom of me. You know, if you're giving me a compliment, you're trying to get something out of me.
No, I just trying to make peace. Trying to make a friend.
A piece of what? Do you
Been
have
a long
food?
time since I've had. Gave you food. We
Yeah,
ate
but
like an hour ago.
Do you have more?
It's out
Do
there
you
in the
have?
ocean. We're good.
There's something I tried not too long ago. Elith let me try a little bit of it. Do you have nachos?
Ah, yes.
I have not had nachos. And
Am I pronouncing that right? It's a weird A sound. Nachos.
Nachos. Yes, nachos.
Nachos.
Yes. The A is very.
Okay.
Scenario. Nachos.
Carrie, what's the word?
What word?
The one that you played 15 times in a row while editing content. Was it media?
Social media.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Cell phones and social media. And then he's sitting there. Social media.
Oh,
I
fuck.
fucking
I
watched
remember
that so
that,
many
yeah.
times. Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you for honoring my cultural heritage. Whenever you greet me, if you could just, hold up the sign of my clan, I would appreciate it very much. If you'll
Roll my
notice,
eyes.
you'll see on my forehead, right? It's the cross, right? That's my clan sign. And if you'll notice, it's two of those signs meeting in the corner.
Ah. I will slowly nod my head and roll my eyes and say, yeah, okay, whatever you say, Ron.
Well, you think I carved this into my head just to fuck with you?
Quite honestly, I'm not sure. I just met you today.
Well, I all just met you today. If I carved it in my head to fuck with you, wouldn't it still be bleeding?
I
Ah,
don't know. You
good
might
point.
have had a magic spell. I don't know.
I still got all my teeth. Ellis didn't do anything.
That is true. He is very firm on that. What are they? Sidelines,
Teeth,
boundaries,
eyeballs,
sidelines.
fingers.
Sounds right.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
With you telling me
Yeah.
no.
Words?
Yes.
Okay.
Respecting them.
I don't know how you mix up sidelines with words. You must have
No,
hit your head on the water.
boundaries.
You're just ping-ponging. back
What
and
about
forth between
boundaries?
us. Thoroughly amused.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I'm trying to
Who's on second?
acclimate.
I don't
Sally.
know. I don't know what acclimate means. Does acclimate have 3 Ks or 4?
C's.
Yes, we're right next to the ocean. How many Ks
Yeah,
does it have?
that's where your food is at if you need food.
You know what? I found my pack, actually. I've got all the food I need. I'm good. Thank you.
I don't know what's happening anymore. My face hurts.
You and I are on the
Oh,
same
are
page.
you? Oh, did you? The time passed so quickly. Ellis, did you find Sarah?
Ah, yes. I don't know. Well, I'm very clearly like being sarcastic. I don't know what happened. She was attacked. Look at the precise incisions. Applaud me, please.
I'll make an investigation check.
Okay.
I make one too.
16. What's the body look like?
Beautiful. It's
Uh,
beautiful.
Yeah, whatever attacked it must have had like a razor sharp claws.
It was me. It was I. Thank you for the indirect compliment. That made me feel good about myself.
Hello. It was me.
I'm the problem, it's me.
Would you like to see the things she had?
Can I have
Or
my
you-
dagger back?
Or
Ah,
used to
yes.
have.
Yes. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna just wipe it on my clothing to kind
Well,
of
you
like
don't-
make it look better.
You
Am I
don't have to
seeing
do
all
that.
of this?
Yeah, you see all of it. She's not being shy about it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hold the blade like this. Right, so like the blade part's facing me, and I'm passing it to Crom. Very daintily, delicate. Thank you.
I'll go. I'll go to grab it.
For
I
letting
grab
me.
it by the blade.
Yes, bravo. Can I have some of that blood?
What? What blood?
You're from the grabbing the blade.
No. There's no blood.
Why? Why are you telling me no? I understand the no blood. But if
No,
there was,
I'm thick boned.
Why
I
would-
don't bleed that easily.
there will be a day, Crom.
I mean, there's already been a
Where
day.
you can't say no.
I got my ass beat, and you took some blood.
Ah, I did? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm very disoriented. That was a lot of water. I'm not a marine animal. I don't remember what is what anymore.
Are you an army animal?
I am a... I prefer my bed.
I don't think we have your bed.
No, I know. It's the king, the duty to the king.
She said, "Duty."
I did. I did.
Okay, we should probably get back before it like.
Grace just sitting there, just like rocking on her feet, like from her balls to her heels, just waiting for them to just move on.
By the way, that was pretty fucking good with the old. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
The fuck was
What?
that?
I don't
The
know what
what?
kind of fucking instrument it is. I don't know. I
Oh.
don't fucking play instruments.
Oh, my lute! Thank you. It's something I picked up in my youth. My sister was eyeing it, and then I stole it from her room, and I've had it ever since.
Oh, wow.
That's- And they call me the asshole.
It's my sister. It's different.
You know, it's one thing when you have a sister to be an asshole too. It's a whole nother thing when you lose them.
I don't even know if they're alive anymore. Or my parents.
Hey, yo, same. And Crom will like high five. Oh
High-five
shit.
him back.
No, you won't. That high five's like 9 foot in the air.
We'll try to jump. Can I make an acrobatics check and see if I can even do it?
Sure. Nope. I saw
Kinda
that
like
5.
jump- I try to jump up and fall and land on my butt.
Ah, yes. Elegant. Did I say that right?
I haven't high-fived anybody in a while. I stand up and like dust my off the sand.
Okay, yeah, we should probably head back. It's getting late.
Great.
Alice needs a sneaky sleep.
Yes, yes, my rest.
Go back
I
to my
think
head.
Poppy said that she wants to cuddle up with you tonight for heat.
Did she? Ah, yes. Reminds me of home. I need some semblance of that. I am gonna. What? Poppy's in the tree.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
I
you
am
if you're
in
gonna try
the
to climb
tree.
up there and lay with the.
I am
I-
in
I
the
am-
tree.
Alice did not roll in sight.
All right. So, do I know she's at the tree?
Yeah, I mean, you know where she
Can I
is.
see her in the tree?
I mean, you could look for her.
Yeah, I want to see if she's asleep.
Make an investigation check.
16.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to see her.
Is she sleeping or are her eyes closed?
It appears that way.
I'm sleeping.
I'm gonna like knock on the tree and see if she's in like that light rest before REM or yeah, whatever it's called.
It's Oreo Speedwagon.
Ah, yes. that's the one.
I mean, you knock on the tree. The tree's not hollow, so it doesn't make a whole lot of noise.
No. Okay.
So you
I'm
think she's
gonna-
asleep.
All right, so I'm just gonna yell.
Okay.
Poppy, are you sleeping?
Not anymore.
I am so glad I caught you at this time. It was relayed to me. You were looking to slumber for warmth, to remind me of my dead parents.
Alice, you could share my treat, Rich, if you promise not to kill me.
Deal. Am I gonna do like an aerobatics or?
I would just say athletics to see if you're strong enough to climb.
A nat one.
Maybe under the tree.
You guys ever watch a rat on the side of a glass case?
Yeah.
That's Ellis as a snake person trying to climb up a tree.
Right, and I'm gonna try to slither up right the way like snakes do, and I'm just gonna be like struggling. I don't understand that the surface is. How do I? Can you come here? Can we? Maybe I can get the leaves. It's the leaves. I can't. I don't know.
I will come down. I will
Ah.
come down and I will lie under the tree with Alice to make
Yes.
her
Thank
feel.
you. Hopefully, I won't have
You are
nightmares
welcome.
tonight. Do you know what sleep terrors are?
I do, and if you murder me in my sleep, I'm going to be very mad at you.
No, it's more of just crying and screaming. Tie me up
Sounds
if
like
you
fun.
must. I understand, but it's not
see-
abnormal.
You see Crumb immediately hand over 50 feet of rope.
We'll be fine, Crom. Thank you for the rope.
You
Yeah.
sure?
We're sure.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Jessica kind of like encase us so we're not fucked with in the night.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do some research on that staff because it not having a time limit is wild.
Okay.
All right, what are you doing, Crom? You're the last one up. Well, you and Gwen. Gwen, are you going into your hut and going to sleep, or?
Oh yeah, I'm in my hut and I'm asleep.
Okay. Crom, you're the last one up. You're the one who hasn't stated you're going to take your long rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gather a little bit more firewood,
Okay.
and make sure we're set, and then I'll start going to sleep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of rest up against her shack.
All right. So you guys, he stokes the fire a little bit. Everybody's got their own little area that they've decided to sleep around this thing. Her and her tent, and that's where we're going to call it a night. Everybody laying down for the evening. Guys, if you've been watching on Twitch and YouTube tonight, and this has been something that has been entertaining you, and you've stuck around the entire time, I am so very glad that my little storyline could entertain you, and that our adventurers have been able to provide enough entertainment that you guys continue to come back. This is super fucking cool to me that as a DM and a super fucking nerd that I get to give my passion out like this. And I'm obviously speaking for myself solely in that Peaches has been just as excited, and I kind of feel like a dick now that I didn't include her. So I'm going to retcon that and say that we really enjoy all of this, but I'm on a whole new level of nerd because somebody said that I was better than Matt Mercer earlier. So I'm golden.
I agree with that statement.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one, which will not be next week because we will be in Thailand. It'll be the week after that, I believe.
We'll have to talk about that.
Okay. Might be the week